Been found dead in California. Nevada County Sheriff Shannon Moon says one skier remains missing near Lake Tahoe.
We did have a conversation with the families of the folks that are still outstanding, and let them know that our mission has went from a rescue to a recovery.
Moon says 6 people have been rescued. It took search and rescue teams hours to reach the survivors. A woman is dead after a house fire in Forsyth County. The fire started early this morning at a mobile home on Setting Down Road.
When our units did the initial attack and got the fire knocked down, very shortly on, they in fact did find the body of a deceased individual.
Division Chief Jason Shivers with the Forsyth County Fire Department says the woman is not yet identified. Her body's been taken to the GBI crime lab. Several pets also died in the fire. The cause is under investigation. A 4-year-old boy is injured after accidentally shooting himself with his father's gun. Gwinnett County Police say it happened as the child was playing in the man's car and found the gun in the console. The boy shot himself in the finger. He was taken to the hospital for treatment. We're working to find out now from police if the father will face any charges. In a California courtroom today, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg takes the stand in a landmark trial over whether his company deliberately targeted kids with social media designs. Legal analyst Royal Oakes is following the case.
The key to Zuckerberg's testimony will be how he answers the core question. When Meta saw warning signs, did it act reasonably or did growth win out over safety? That's the moral and legal crossroads of the trial.
A 19-year-old is suing Meta, claiming the platform is designed to be addictive, which in turn affects a young person's mental health. High school athletes in Georgia could soon have to undergo additional health screenings. Legislation passing the House unanimously today sets very clear standards for these health checks.
Basically, it has to be a doctor, a DO, a nurse practitioner, a PA to be able to conduct those exams. We also require a cardiovascular screening to make sure there's nothing wrong, as much as we can, to detect any kind of problems with the heart.
State Representative Rick Townsend says this is especially critical during football season. The bill now goes to the state Senate. It is 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Here's Alex Williams.
A few brake lights around the airport, Bill, on 285 eastbound. The outer loop approaching Riverdale Road as crews are clearing the right lane construction between I-85 and Riverdale Road. That is wrapping up for the day. Downtown, it's a slow one, starting to get slower southbound out of Buckhead, passing Georgia Tech down to I-20. Northbound delays in play as well from I-20 up to Peachtree Pine Street. If you're traveling 85 northbound out of DeKalb in Gwinnett County, that ride's getting a tad slower. We're seeing some brake lights and crowdiness from 285 up to Indian Trail Road. On 285 southbound, the outer loop on the west side, that ride's bunched up as well. Just volume, though. South Cobb Drive down to I-20, the West Freeway. From the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Cloudy skies today, but staying warm with a high of 70 degrees. Lows tonight in the mid to upper 50s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, an isolated rain shower possible, high 75. Scattered rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder on Friday, highs in the low 70s.
Right now, it's 65 in Woodstock, 70 in Conyers, and 65 in Fairburn. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler. Surrounded as always by the doctrinaires. Tim Andrews is here. Autumn Fisher is here. George Clark is here. Jared Yamamoto is here. And I want to let you, you may not realize this, bit of an anniversary today. 95 years ago today, the planet, at the time, Pluto, was discovered. And somewhere along the line, it lost its status. I grew up being taught that there were 9 planets in the solar system. And now my grandchildren will be taught there are 8. So I think it's fantastic because when I read today that we discovered Pluto 95 years ago today, I thought to myself, well, there's another thing that WSB is older than. This station is now at 104, 103?
I believe so, yeah. It was, I'll have to double check on that.
Was it 22 we came online?
That sounds right, 1922.
Why isn't it a planet anymore?
Why? Excuse me?
It doesn't meet the criteria.
Thank you. See,
it's round.
Well, it's a little more than that.
And it orbits the sun.
I mean, your head is round.
But and it orbits the sun.
It does orbit the sun.
Ovate.
Okay. Well, you know
You're
what she's saying.
ovate.
All right, you two. We
okay,
just got on the
Pear
air.
woman.
Now, for heaven's sakes.
What?
It is considered a dwarf planet.
Yes, it's
I'm
called.
juicy.
It's lost. Interesting. So is Pluto. Yeah, it lost. It went to a dwarf planet, which was. I don't know if that was a category beforehand or if they just made it up so they could put Pluto into it. But yeah, it's not. I guess it's just not large enough.
Correct.
I think that there were
It's debris. from-
objects that were
yeah.
in like the Kuiper Belt that were bigger and had different planet type features than Pluto, and so they were like, let's change this idea of
Is
what
the is
planet
the is the Kuiper Belt the is that the ice one? Because there's the
Yes.
one around
I
Mars,
don't
and
know.
that one, the one around Mars is one belt and it's rocky, it's rocks.
I thought
And then
that's
there's
the
another
Kuiper
belt around out there past Neptune, and that one's icy. And I
I
think,
think
we
the
thought
Kuiper Belt's the rocky one.
I don't. Somebody look it up for goodness'
I
sake.
think
I
it's
think
the
that's
icy
where
one.
comets come from.
This is a new comets.
Some of them come through the Kuiper, come from the Kuiper Belt.
Is that the icy one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if that's the icy one,
Yes, it
And
is.
the
Then-
asteroid
so-
belt is between, I think, Mars and Jupiter.
Jupiter, right? And so, yeah, we thought it was a planet, and then they decided, no, this is just a stray from the Kuiper Belt.
It took us
basically.
76.
Debris.
It took us 76 years to realize that it wasn't officially a planet; that it was a dwarf planet.
Well, very nice. Now I don't know did they make up that category, dwarf planet, just to put
Probably,
Pluto into
yes,
it?
Little
Or were
planet.
there other?
Oh,
No, I thought dwarf was still the because the dwarf house is still called the dwarf house.
It should be the little house.
I think
No,
dwarf
that's
is
the
okay.
M-word.
It's the M word, midget. That's the word. Well, they have,
Eric, how dare you?
There are vehicles that are referred to as midgets, and then of course I was talking about those sports
no.
cars.
Mini modified.
If hearing somebody on the radio say the word midget upset your entire day, maybe you need help. Have you thought about that?
it does have some like hard sounds in it that
Sure
sound
it does.
insulting.
So, life's like that. There are worse things in life that are going to happen to people.
It turns out that Ceres, the planet Ceres, was discovered in 1801, and that was a dwarf planet.
Okay, so that's a good long time ago.
Yes.
Hell, that's I was
That's
gonna
older
say,
than-
I was gonna say that's before Abraham Lincoln was born, but I don't know if he was. Was he born in the
Say
late
it.
17s
Just
or
go
the
for it.
early 18s? How old was Abraham Lincoln when he died in 1865? I think he was younger than 65. wasn't he?
Abraham
So he would've-
Lincoln was
We should
1809.
rename the show Questions.
It's
Yes.
questions, but important questions.
or maybe just the first hour is just like
Yeah.
questions.
You know
we
what?
don't know.
I like queries. I think that sounds more intellectual.
right,
Ceres
fancy.
is older than Abraham Lincoln. It was discovered in 1801. Lincoln, 1809. That's when he was born.
Oh,
That's when he was discovered.
When he was
So-
born, excuse me.
Orbiting his mother.
Yes.
so he did not come out of the 1700s. He came out of the
Correct.
1800s. Well, good for him. Born in 1809
Yes.
in a log cabin in Kentucky.
With a hatchet.
Oh yeah,
And a cherry tree.
No, well, you're conflating there, but
No?
it's okay. Yeah, it's just, he actually, the difference between Abraham Lincoln and George Washington is he just straight up lied about the cherry tree. He didn't confess to his parents that he had told a lie. He just lied. And he
He's
lived
the
with it.
one that like lit the two candles, right? One if by sea.
Yeah.
by
That was Abraham Lincoln. He
air.
was saying he said the Yankees are coming.
Yep.
Yeah. The Yankees.
Yeah. Hey, we're interested in history. We just get it all jumbled together.
And that's all that matters
That's-
is that you're
yeah.
interested and that you're
Yes.
asking questions.
It's the effort, right? It's not really whether or not you're intelligent. I have to bring this up. Has everybody seen the video of RFK Jr. and Kid Rock
Yes.
working out?
Why is he always wearing jeans?
First of all, he takes a cold plunge in the ice bath in jeans.
He's a never nude.
Now look, the dude looks good for his age. You can't, as a guy who's like 10 years younger than RFK, I wouldn't mind having that build, but I'm not willing to put in the work necessary to get it. So I give him that. If you haven't seen this, you must see it. If to ask yourself, why are these people so strange? What is it that these, and I'm not going against all of MAGA, I'm not even being political. What's the point? What are they trying? We're still relevant? That's all I can get out of this. Hey, we work out and we're men, and the proper reaction to that is, and boring, if that's the thing you're trying to get across to me.
They drank some whole
that you're
milk at the
men.
end, though,
I got to
Eric.
tell you, without this video, I knew both these dudes were men. This was not.
Want to show young men how they can
work out and take care of their bodies.
They know how to do that.
But older guys that are fat and have been eating an American diet need to get back in shape, and I'm showing them that they can. And I'm a silver fox daddy, and I like looking at Kid Rock.
Who puts? Yeah, this is the first thing. Who puts an elliptical in a sauna? I've never heard of exercise equipment. Isn't that where you go after you exercise?
Yes.
You kind of sit around and fart and steam out, whatever.
I like your towel.
Yeah. And there's a scene here where RFK is on the elliptical, and behind him, Kid Rock is doing push-ups in the sauna. And all I can say is, it looks like that's the scene before the big scene. It looks like that's the scene. Oh, hey, how's it going back there? I mean, it really does. I mean, it really does.
Funny to see you back here in the sauna.
Well, if you want to see the rest, you'll have to subscribe.
To OnlyFans?
OnlyMans.
I just, it's so weird. What is the point, MAGA? What is the point? I don't understand what the point is.
They claim
you look ridiculous.
Point of order, this is Maha.
Okay, whatever. Kid Rock. And Kid Rock can't figure out who the hell he is. He's Mr. Look, just run with it, brother. You're saying they're the administration, I'm with them, we are the establishment. But he doesn't know how to be the establishment. He doesn't know how to fight for what he considers the normal and the established. Because in the middle of this, once he gets on the elliptical, for some reason, old man without a shirt working out has to flip off the camera. I'm still young, and I'm still somebody who, for no good reason, will give you the bird. Oh, really? The same person who now is fighting to say, I'm the establishment, and the establishment equals normalcy, and you should be like us if you want to be normal?
He's a rebel.
Yeah, is that what? How old is he? 53?
55-year-old rebel.
There you go, yeah. Hey, middle finger. To what? They're in a sauna alone. Nobody's heckling them.
Now, RFK.
Hey, F you. You didn't think I could work out with RFK in this homoerotic video, did you?
RFK Jr. has jumped in the comments on this video, and he has said that the two simple messages of this video are, 1, to get active, and number 2, to eat real food.
And it's never too old to have sex with another man.
That was the third one, yes. You look like you were inspired by that Turning Point USA halftime show, RFK Jr.
Oh, my God. It was the best one that I've never watched.
This looks like homemade porn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The video, the visual of it, it looks like homemade porn.
We invited Mel Gibson, but he said it was too gay for him.
It just seems like MAGA has this thing where we're going to hit our chest and tell you, and it's just like, yeah. You think you're being much more impressive that nobody cares. Nobody cares. Yeah, look at us, and we do these things, and that's what real men do. Okay, good. Live your life that way. Fine.
Rock out, work out.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, rock out. You could change that to something else once it hits OnlyFans.
I hope I have a body like that when I'm 70.
Well, you got to work
I
on
won't,
it.
but
No, well, it doesn't just happen, by the way. You don't wish for it. Like,
One day.
And I think that they're trying to inspire people like Tim to get out there and work out. And, it's
all right, me and you, Tim.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll
Tim,
hit the sauna together.
Tim,
I'll film it.
You just need a buddy. That's all you need, Tim.
Someone took it and made an AI of them going into a toilet and snorting lines of coke.
Oh, yeah, you guys talked about that when I wasn't here, but I haven't actually heard that. Did you bring it up?
Yeah, I brought it back.
It's another one.
I'm not a germaphobe.
Yeah,
Theo
because
Vaughn's podcast, right? When he brought this up.
Yeah. That's another one. I don't know where he's coming from anymore, but go ahead.
You know what, I said this when we came in, and I said, I don't care what happens, I'm going to a meeting every day.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm not scared of a germ. I used to snort cocaine off of toilet seats.
Hell yeah.
And I know this disease will kill me.
Right.
Like if I don't
He's talking about going to
which
rehab,
means
right?
going
Or
for me going to meetings every day.
All right, that's it's an AA he's talking about, right? He was going to go during the pandemic in person because it was more dangerous not to go for his alcohol or drug addiction than to worry about the virus. Okay, makes sense. Okay, I get it. Why does anybody decide to snort cocaine off a toilet? It doesn't grow there. It's not like
there's nowhere to do it. You can't do it in public.
Well, I mean, see,
If you're at a bar, the toilets in a restaurant or a bar don't usually have the tank.
Okay.
So if you're at a bar or something, you have to use the lid or the seat.
Yeah.
At least that's what you've heard.
In a pinch.
No, I know. I've seen people do off the back of it.
Yeah. I mean, so I don't know. He makes sense. I understand what he's saying about, not including that part, but I understand what he's saying about he made the decision that not being able to go to AA meetings in person was more dangerous to him personally than COVID was. I understand that. I don't understand this video at all. MAGA is getting to the point, MAGA, I got to say, I don't get it anymore. I never voted for it. I was never I didn't hate Donald Trump because he was Donald Trump. I think I've always been very fair. First administration, the in-between lawfare that went on, I've always been very fair about it. But a year into the second administration, you guys are playing way above my head. I don't understand the points of pride. It's like beating your chest over something and I go, yeah, obviously. Whatever. Yeah, you're men.
I would like to point out that it's very disturbing to watch this video, and I am not associated with it.
Not Trump using a buddy, man.
Well, no, they can do whatever they like, but
you and Stephen Miller, you can start working out, go into the sauna together.
No, I'm not doing that. we eat chicken shirtless, fried chicken.
That's a good question. Okay, so he's what? What is RFK 70, 71, someone 72? Okay, and Kid Rock 55.
55.
How often do men that age hang out together without their shirts on?
Not often.
Only when they're making videos.
Or at
Not
the
often
beach.
enough.
Or at the beach.
At the beach. Okay, they're not at the.
Yeah, they're not at the beach.
Usually then
wintertime.
they're overly tan and there's all those white hairs on their chest.
Yeah, like old men in a sauna. When you see that, it's just like guys laying around, right? Just,
Well, they're breaking the stereotype. Certain other ones.
Have anybody ever? Is this a thing where you bring exercise equipment into a sauna?
I have never seen that before.
When you're done,
Only
okay, we've already
weight
worked
cutting.
out, huh?
Weight cutters, like wrestlers that have
Yeah.
to make weight. That's the only time I've ever heard of anybody.
And yeah,
doing
you
that.
wear like a trash bag and
Right.
you get your equipment in the sauna.
It's an
Okay.
extreme that certain people go to.
Are they getting ready
That's-
for some
no, it
sort of
doesn't seem that's the
Iron
case.
Man competition or
Maybe
something?
trying to lean down.
Yeah, maybe RFK Jr. is just a little bit overweight. He's
And
trying
then
to
he-
lose some
and then he
weight.
jumps into the tub, the cold plunge, with his jeans on. You get out of water like that with jeans on, and you feel like you're carrying another 100 pounds.
Yeah, why is he not wearing just something smaller?
I don't know. Maybe he's embarrassed about his knees.
Hey, I might have chicken legs.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
I have eczema on my legs.
I don't know. I don't get it. The world's getting so ridiculous. MAGA makes no sense whatsoever. And then the people who are against MAGA make no sense either. The whole world.
Did you see the big dead bear in there?
He dragged him in Central Park. We need, the only hope for this country is just a very, very boring, competent politician somehow rises
good
to
luck.
the top. But it's not what's going to happen. The Democrats are going to parry with like The Rock or something, and we're just going to be off of this forever.
Stephen A. Smith might run.
Yeah.
Be the hot take presidency.
Does he need this kind of publicity stunt? Stephen A. Smith. I thought he was already popular.
He is popular,
But,
but
now he can make money.
I think he's.
You think he's not making money?
No, he'll make a lot more.
I think he's seriously thinking about running, but you can't run the country off hot takes.
It's being done
Sure you
right now.
can.
Yeah.
How the hell can you say that? It's being done right now. Truth Socials at 2:00 in the morning. People wake up in other countries. Whoa, he's slapping a tariff on us.
Yeah, it's been that
Nobody
way.
called us.
It's been that way since 2017, except for 4 years
Yeah.
in between.
Yeah. Well, and that 4 years was fraught with a bunch of other evil.
know hot takes.
You know, it takes. That was
Hot cakes only.
behind the scenes. Yeah.
Get the job done.
Behind the scenes, the hot take generation was actually running the country while he was doddering his way through it.
I was running, watch me work out. Very nice to get in the sauna.
Somebody needs to show up. Some politician needs to show up. There's just like, okay, I hope we all had fun. We did the whole, hey, we saw social media and we saw reality shows and we went a little crazy and thought, what if we ran our country that way? I hope we all had fun. No hard feelings, no judgment. We're going to get back to business now. We're going to get back to work. We're going to have, I'm a competent human being. I'm going to surround myself with people who are experts in their field. And that's not going to be perfect because we're humans. It never is perfect. It never was perfect. It never will be perfect. But we're going to get back to, daily governance that would bore the hell out of somebody on social media. That's the answer. If we can somehow get to a daily governance that's competent, but is so damn boring, no one on social media wants to talk about it. That's the only chance that we have.
What about Mark Kelly? He could probably fit that bill. Senator Mark Kelly?
Well, he's certainly boring. Yes. For a guy who spent 100 days however long he was in space. You should come back from space with a skosh of charisma.
Seriously.
This guy is one of the most boring people alive.
That's the only way that you can make it in space is by being boring.
That's true. You can't. Otherwise, you'd just
Yeah, like I'm gonna set this on fire because I'm so bored.
Yeah, or just I'm leaving and just step out.
I like that.
I wonder how easy it is to just open a door up there.
I would assume it's not easy.
They have to assume that somebody could go crazy and try to do that.
I'm sure that it has multiple systems.
What do you do when you're up there? Like that ISS is it's the size of 2 buses, like connected together.
You just hang out.
But I mean, if you know,
just hang out and vibe.
No, I'm saying once you know that somebody's losing it, like you're in that small space, and NASA's like, and then you got to like kind of figure out like, all right, is he over at the other end of the bus? NASA, we got a problem because you don't want that person to hear. And then, okay, we're on it. We'll be there in 3 months.
You have to wait for a window.
You can't rush a rocket out there. All right, we'll be there tomorrow.
I mean, that's Suni Williams. Is it Sonny Williams or Suni Williams? That astronaut that got left up there for months.
Yeah, it was a couple of them that were left up there.
I think she had been up there for over a year. I mean, I would be going berserk up there, knowing that I had to spend an extra 9 months up there.
The whole fiction that we're going to have cities on Mars and on the moon. You really think people can handle that? There might be, how many people are on the planet? 8 billion? There might be 7 people on the planet who are made up of the stuff that would allow you to be on another planet. At first you're on the moon or you're on Mars. That's wild. That lasts for about 3 days. Now you're just 8 billion miles away from anyone you've ever known.
Can I go home now?
That's just that's never going to happen. I really feel like even the Elon Musk of the world know, but this is the way they pitch.
Oh yeah,
to
that's
get
why
more
he's
investment
back at the
money.
moon now.
Yeah, he's back at the moon because he wants to really get into AI, and he merged SpaceX with XAI because he needs real money, and SpaceX makes money. He needs real money, and so now with SpaceX, which is together with XAI, he has to go get more investor money, and investors can believe the concept of the moon way over Mars. How come Elon Musk changed his mind? Because he realizes that he needs a lot more money to do these things that he needs to do, and you can pitch a city on Mars, and people could believe it a lot more than a city on the moon, a lot more than a city on Mars. So that's why all this is going on. It's all going on because of money, and that these companies are competing with each other to win this AI race, and none of these companies have the money. Google has the most, but even they're trying to float a 100-year bond. So they're trying to get as exotic as possible because they have to win this part of the race, which is the beginning, and they have to raise all this money. And it's a ridiculous amount of money. $600 billion supposedly this year alone from all these companies is going to be invested in AI. Well, they don't have that money. So they have to have, now Elon has to have a plan to go to investors with. And a city on the moon, as far-fetched as that is not nearly as far-fetched as a city on Mars. So stop worrying about it. I just solved it for you. Why did Elon all of a sudden? Because he was making fun of the moon.
Yes, he was.
Oh, it's a stepladder. So we're going to Mars. Only dim-witted folks would think about the moon. All of a sudden it changes. Well, it changes because he needs money. That's why it changes.
Yeah, he was always thinking beyond the moon. You have to go further than the moon.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we hadn't been back since 1973 or something. 72?
Right.
5.
Was it 5?
I think 75.
No. I thought that we were done by 73 or something.
Was it really that early?
Yeah. I mean, isn't the first mission that touches down on the moon
72?
72. Wow, I thought they were
the
all the
first
way to
mission that
mid-70s.
touched the moon is like 10 or 11, And there were only 17, I think.
Okay.
So, by 13, you had the movie, Apollo 13. And they did a bunch of them for a few years, right? Man Steps on the Moon in 69. I think we went back to the moon
Got some rocks.
5 or 6 times. Drove around up there.
Played
George
golf.
Clark says it never happened.
It didn't.
How do you know it didn't? How can you be so sure that it didn't happen?
You die of nuclear radiation.
They were there for a minute.
I just don't think it. Maybe we put like machines on the moon.
Yeah.
Rovers and things, but I don't think a man's going up.
I don't know about the spacesuit. Like they were only out on the moon for, they had their own little lander. They'd be in the lander most of the time. I imagine that was set up to keep them from getting cancer in some way in 1969. And then when they went out, they had their suits on. But I don't know. I don't think that their walks on the moon, or even when they drove on the moon, I don't think that those lasted for hours and hours. I think they were just out there rather briefly. I don't know.
I don't know all the details, but it just seems a little far-fetched to me. And the fact that we haven't gone back.
What if we get back now? Will you believe it?
Yeah, I'd love that. That'd be great.
They
Nice
put
little-
mirrors on the moon that they hit with lasers and stuff. That the only way they could have gotten there is if they were placed by people.
They couldn't have
they
just
tell you?
landed mirrors.
Is that what they tell you?
You see, that's the thing is, you can't prove a negative, right?
Right.
So, you can't. If I say prove we didn't go to the moon, you can't prove that we didn't go to the moon.
I'm not
I
saying
guess
I'm
it's on.
sure we
it's
didn't.
on me. It's on me to prove that we did. I think we have the evidence, and my biggest piece of evidence always is the same. Russia. The Cold War was going on, and we were going back and forth. And if we were faking going to the moon, the Soviet Union would have known that, and they would have let the world know.
Get any size furnace for just $59.99 a month with an unbeatable lifetime warranty. And ask about clean air upgrades by calling Reliable Heating and Air. Visit reliableair.com today.
In the winter, Mama Bear and I prefer a cup of warm Earl Grey with lots of honey over our usual cool glass of sweet tea. And just like our tea choices, Scana Energy also has great options for every family, no matter the season. Yep, their dependable natural gas service keeps our home warm and our cups of tea piping hot. Sign up with Scana today and save up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/warm for details. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
It's Eric. I had a house that was built in the 40s, and all the settling over time, the foundation, it started cracking. We could see the cracks of the walls. The doors started sticking. We knew there was a problem. Took us a long time to find someone to help us. Well, you don't need to take a long time. Go to Engineered Solutions of Georgia. They're the only foundation repair company in the entire state of Georgia with a team of licensed engineers on staff giving you the highest quality work for your home from the start.
Dial 678 ESOG now.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story, Mark Zuckerberg in court.
Mark, are you excited for your testimony?
Mr. Zuckerberg, did Meta purposely design the platform to harm children?
The Meta CEO met by reporters prior to his testimony in a landmark trial in Los Angeles involving social media addiction and kids. He is now finished with his testimony. Zuckerberg was grilled about internal documents showing millions of young kids are using his platforms and about emails allegedly saying the company enticed tweens to become customers. Testimony at Colin Gray's trial in Barrow County today is focusing on whether the Appalachia High School shooting could have been stopped. A teacher raised suspicions in first period when a teen asked her whether the school had active shooter drills. Assistant Principal Dee Martin says the distressed teacher came to her office detailing the kid's backpack.
She said that it was awkward and heavy and had a poster board with a sock cap on top.
Martin says she searched school photos, surveillance video, even a student with a near identical name, but wasn't able to find the boy. They were still searching for him when the first shots were fired. A man on a motorcycle is killed in a crash in Cherokee County. Investigators say the wreck happened on East Cherokee Drive just north of Cumming when a motorcycle driven by 27-year-old Nicholas Ryder of Jasper hit a car driven by 82-year-old June Burns of Ball Ground. Burns turned in front of the motorcycle trying to enter a driveway. The investigation continues, but so far no charges are filed. Slow down in Decatur. Previously announced speed limit reductions are now in effect.
Drivers on some of Decatur's most traveled roads will notice new posted speed limits that are 5 miles an hour lower than before. The City Council unanimously approved the changes last fall, and the city's Kara Scherer said then that it is designed to make everyone safer.
Addressing one of the leading contributing factors to severe and fatal crashes, excessive vehicle speed.
The reductions followed a study by the state DOT, which implemented the changes on parts of Claremont, Scott Boulevard, College Avenue, Candler Street, and Commerce Drive. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 3:32. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, watching the slow traffic fill in across Metro Atlanta for our Wednesday afternoon commute. 285 southbound, the outer loop on the west side. Seeing those brake lights already from South Atlanta Road down to I-20, the West Freeway. The northbound inner loop is bunched up as well from Cascade Road past Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Heading into downtown, you're seeing the brake light battle in full force from the 85-400 merge, and it stays that way 75-85 southbound as you make your way past Georgia Tech. 85 northbound out of DeKalb into Gwinnett County, on and off the brakes from Chamblee Tucker Road up to Indian Trail. Up in Hall County, heads up some late construction still in the right lane on 985 northbound, approaching Highway 60 Queen City Parkway. From the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Mostly cloudy today with highs around 70, lows tonight in the mid to upper 50s. Warmer still tomorrow, even with the cloud cover, high around 75. Scattered rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder on Friday, highs in the low 70s.
65 in Ackworth, 66 in Riverdale, 67 in Norcross. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Believe me, warmer weather is coming, and now is the time to upgrade your deck or add to your outdoor living space. Dave Baker here. My friends at Ben Hill Renovations are experts at creating decks of all shapes and sizes. They've been doing it for over 60 years, and now it's the perfect time to schedule a free at-home deck consultation at bhrenovations.com to get that new deck ready for warmer weather. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964. bhrenovations.com.
MSC Cruises feel so stylish and European. Let's espresso and gelato.
Espresso and gelato? Those aren't verbs.
Yeah, on MSC Cruises they are.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm into the American stuff. Let's coffee and soft serve.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe later we can chaise lounge and espadrille?
I think you mean pool chair and flip-flop.
Get up to 40% off cruises, plus get up to $750 onboard credit and kids sail free.
To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Happy 30th anniversary to the great people at Ragsdale Heating and Air. This is Scott Slade. 3 decades keeping families like mine comfortable. And you can stay comfortable this winter with the Ragsdale Free Furnace February offer. When you purchase the new Carrier home comfort system, you'll receive the new furnace for free. And that'll include Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty. 11,000 reviews with a 4.9 Google rating mean you can trust Ragsdale for plumbing, electrical, and insulation, too. Online at ragsdaleair.com or call them. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
We're hiring at A1 Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at a1garage.com/careers.
A1garage.com. A1 from day one.
So we were talking about pollen and how the grass pollen is coming out, and you get a little older in life in your 50s and whatnot, and you start developing these allergies that you never encountered when you were younger. Now, Jared, the poor sufferer, has been dealing with allergies since he was a kid. He can't even eat an apple.
No, it's ridiculous. I'm starting to struggle with any kind of pitted fruit now.
Any kind. So you can't eat, apples don't have pits.
Well, but the seeds are in the center, right? So anything with seeds in the center of it.
Yes.
So like cherries, I'm struggling with.
You can't eat a cherry.
Peaches.
Stone fruit is what those are called.
Is that what it's called? Stone fruit? Well,
Uh-huh.
anything with the seeds in the center, I've really been struggling with lately. And the pollen's just awful. It's already picking up now.
Yeah, the grass pollen.
But it's going to die next week. It's going to die next week when we get super cold on Monday and Tuesday again.
Oh, good. So everything blossoming will die, and then we'll have no leaves.
And then we'll get another pollening just after that. Hey, there he is.
Oh, you think this is your show now? You guys just going to break out in the conversation?
We're doing the pollen hour.
We've been itching to talk about pollen.
Hey, okay. Well, if you could get all the wordplay out of the way before I got back, then I'm thankful for it, and I'm happy.
That wasn't wordplay.
That wasn't wordplay?
Not intentionally.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? You're so good at it, it just kind of rolls off even when you don't want to do it, which I guess is a good thing.
Don't sneeze at it.
Hey.
Is it bad right now?
It's starting.
It's definitely starting. There are a couple trees in my neighborhood that are starting to bloom, but on Monday and Tuesday next week, it's going to get down in the 20s again, so it's all going to die again, and then we'll get the pollening after that.
I actually like, as for somebody who doesn't have to worry about these things, I have obviously a superior body. And I know you're not supposed to, I've always said that. And they say, be careful because apparently these things can start at any age. Just all of a sudden, I could suddenly be susceptible to all of this.
Be careful what you say.
So usually I don't really have to worry about it. But I do like when we have this breakout of summer and then it goes back to being winter because I find that it kills a lot of the mosquitoes and stuff. Like they get like, oh, hey, it's time to come out. And then whop.
And then the stink bugs,
summer
too.
later on, yeah.
The stink bugs are
they
the
can
same
live
way.
through anything.
Does anything kill those things?
No.
I do because
Stomping on.
I put them in the toilet.
Yes.
And I flush it. So unless they got a little colony down there where they're planning on, getting back at me somehow.
They probably do. I found like a whole nest of them recently. They were like underneath our, they weren't inside the grill, but they were inside the grill cover.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And it's like apparently they leave like a pheromone behind where
that's
they
what
tell
call
their
stink.
friends.
That's the stink bug. It says, hey, we're here.
It's like, hey,
It's
come
our
on,
stink.
come hang out. They were all like clustered together. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you survived the winter.
It's a weird thing, though. Their whole evolutionary strategy, much like rabbits maybe, is just to multiply like crazy. Because unlike a fly, who Olympic athletes sometimes can't catch, you could get a megaphone, a bullhorn, and start announcing to a stink bug from across the room, I am coming to kill you. I am now on my way. I am now hovering over you with a bullhorn, letting you know I am about to smash your body. I'm going to hear you crack in two because of that weird shell-like thing you've got going on. And you're about to be in my toilet, down in my sewage system. You could yell all of this stuff for 5 minutes and then just bend over and just kill
it
them. And so
just
I'll
like
be,
that.
and I think rabbits are like that too. Like they cannot get away from most things.
Oh, no, they'll
that
run
want to
away
eat. They'll run from you.
Yeah.
But they can't get away from a coyote.
No.
They can't get away from. And so the thing is, just keep multiplying. That appears to be the evolutionary strategy. Not, hey, we're quick. Like if you look at a squirrel, I mean,
they get out.
Oh, when they have to get into there's something in the middle of the lawn. They're like, okay, there's flying stuff around all the time. There's stuff after me all the time. Go!
Yeah,
They gotta get
it's
right
tree,
back
it's
in
tree, it's tree.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
they've been built. That's built into as a survival thing for them.
They have these little things on Amazon you can buy that you can catch a bug. They're flat. You slide it and you get the bug underneath its legs. I do that in the later summer with the stink bugs, and then I go throw them in a Joro nest and watch the spider get 'em.
Oh well, that's sick.
No, it's nature.
That's sadistic.
Well, it's weird because Tim
That's
then
sadistic.
he
That's
puts
like
his,
people enjoy watching mice being fed to snakes.
No,
It's like,
I'm not into mammal destruction.
What he likes to do is he likes to put his phone up to and video it, and then he likes to speed it up so that way
Yeah.
you can watch the process of the
Oh,
Toro
yeah.
spider wrapping up the stink bug.
Although you can't
eating it.
you can't enjoy the pain as much. You know, the slow process starts with the fear.
Yeah.
Actually, bad news for Autumn Fisher.
Yes.
They just told me you're fired. No,
Oh.
that's not. That's not.
I'm gonna
bad.
go lay down.
Yeah. Because I know you were very concerned about Shia LaBeouf and his behavior and being arrested in Mardi Gras. Before he got arrested, people were saying he's been here since last week. He's terrorizing the town, and he's been drunk everywhere. Basically within an hour or so of being released, he was back at it.
Drinking.
Back out there drinking,
So sad.
making enemies. And it is sad. And I thought of this before yesterday. I really feel like with this guy's behavior, when he's drunk, I know he was sober for a while, but the only way I can describe stuff like this is it seems to me like a very slow rolling example of what's called suicide by cop. Like this guy keeps putting himself in situations to get beaten up.
Maybe
to
that's
get-
what he wants. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is it? I mean, is he thinking this in his head? No.
No.
But it seems to me that he doesn't like himself. Whatever it is that a jury would ask that will never be asked in terms of his own personality, his brain has judged himself guilty, and that's all that I can see here psychologically is that he is just going to keep putting himself in these situations until someone beats him to death or shoots him or something, because why would you keep it? And I know the alcohol is the reason he fell off the wagon, all of that. But I've seen stuff like this before. He will get back on the wagon and he will fall off of it. And this is going to be his life until somebody at some bar or in some party or somewhere says, enough. A lot of people don't know this guy, Jaco Pastorius. He is a great bass player, unbelievable bass player, and otherworldly, like ahead of his time. But he started to lose his mind. Probably drugs and everything were involved. And he would just always cause problems. I read a book about this guy. There was a jazz critic who was like, he did everything he could to get this guy on a new label, right? He'd already been showing all these signs of strangeness. And this guy, Jaco Pastorius, shows up for the meeting with the new label that's going to sign him, nude. But ultimately, for this guy, Jaco Pastorius, whose work is out there and is amazing, he used to play with Carlos Santana. And so at one point, he was trying to get into a Carlos Santana show. I think he thought his name was on the list. Maybe it's one of those things where it's not, you think it is. And he causes so much trouble that the security guard beat him to death. He died. This story, to me, sounds like that guy's story. Like, I'm just going to keep putting, and Jaco Pastorius definitely was having mental issues, but I think was deep into drugs as well. And it seems like the same thing is happening here. So don't be surprised if all of a sudden you wake up and it's like, one of these fights, people don't understand. When you, as an adult, when you decide, I'm the type of person that I will fight other men, if those people are people you don't know, those are people you don't know. And when you don't know somebody, you don't know their limits. You might assume most people stop here. But obviously, the security guard, at the point when Jaco Pastorius was still alive and not dead, was no longer a danger for trying to get into the venue. But the guy kept going. And it's such a danger when you're one of these people who says, I'll fight somebody. Well, you don't know who you're going to walk up against. And that what you assume everybody's limit is may not be that person's limit. So it's not a good idea as an adult to be somebody as I still like to fight like I'm in high school or something, because it's a different world now. And you could end up in a totally different place. You don't know that the next person you fight, if they get the upper hand on you for one point in that fight, well, unlike you, their personality might be, I'm just going to keep bashing his head into the concrete over and over and over and over again. And because you wanted to prove to your friends that you're not afraid to fight, you've got brain damage for the rest of your life from the age of 28 on. It's like, you got to think about these things. And the fact that he's not thinking about these things, obviously it's the alcohol, he has a mental illness that is fueled by the alcohol. And you'd think that does nobody love this person? There's nobody. If this was one of my two sons, I'd be on a plane in New Orleans by now.
It seems like he probably has surrounded himself by a bunch of people that just agree with him.
He seems to be alone.
Goth, they were together for a while. I guess they split up, so maybe that's why he's spiraling.
Yeah, they got kids together. They broke up a couple of years ago, but
a lot of people, like when they are in this situation, they've been through it enough where they're like, I can't help you. You have to hit your bottom. And I can't do anything else for you.
Right.
There's nothing else they can
do.
Right.
I guess we have to watch him just sort of slowly go down. He's circling the drain.
Yeah.
He is.
And there's nobody causing it but himself, which means it's a clinical mental issue. And, what can you do? I'm surprised that when they had him, now it's Fat Tuesday and they're busy. You're a cop, you're in New Orleans, and you're busy.
Well, at least
but
today.
You think that maybe they would have said, you know what? Can't you make somebody go to, some sort of I guess you can't.
Well, at least for today, New Orleans is pretty dead on Ash Wednesday, so that probably helped him out a lot.
Yeah,
but
he'll probably get beat up by a priest. That'll be the story we hear
and then,
later on. He interrupts an Ash Wednesday situation, and you know what? The priest just had enough.
When you need to know.
This story is developing in Atlanta.
When you want to know.
Severe weather is on its way.
When you have to know.
We'll alert you as soon as this closure clears.
Get notifications
from your source for news.
Get the WSB Radio app.
Download it from your app store today.
My wake-up call came 3 years ago. Like many of you out there, I was savoring some time with my parents. It's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. I remember we were preparing a meal and I saw my dad struggling with a boiling pot on the stove. That was the moment I knew I had to get into action on the home care options for my parents. Have you seen some red flags recently with your folks? Like them struggling with day-to-day tasks, being a little confused, having trouble remembering to take their meds. If your aging parents are showing signs, but they want to age in place in the comfort of their homes, please Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta and request a consultative call. It's free and it's a crucial step towards your parents getting what they want and need, allowing you, the child, to do your role and just love them. Google Four Seasons Home Care. That's Four Seasons Home Care.
Hi, it's Dale from TrustDale.com. I've trusted America's Best Choice for more than a decade for windows, doors, siding, decks, and roofing. Their exclusive 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, protects you if something goes wrong. When you're investing in your home, don't gamble with unproven contractors. It's simply not worth the risk.
Thanks, Dale. At America's Best Choice, we deliver the best exterior solutions that provide long-term value for your home. Upgrade your home with high-quality, energy-efficient windows. Take advantage of special pricing on custom decks or choose siding, doors, and fencing that don't just look great, they're built to last. We're raising the bar in roofing, combining proven installation, premium materials, and expert craftsmanship to protect your home year after year. Spring is the busiest season for home improvement, so don't wait. Schedule your free in-home estimate now at abcwin.com and get your project on the calendar today. No pressure, no gimmicks. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Last year, I had back pain radiating down my right leg. The pain was so bad I was willing to cut my leg off to stop the pain. I could barely walk and had to stoop over when I did just to take pressure off the spine. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. In my professional career, I've represented thousands of people who've had herniated discs and issues with their neck and back, but never fully appreciated what they were going through until it was my turn. It's like trying to describe colors to a blind person who's never had sight. All I can tell you is it hurt like hell, but worse. My daily walk was gone, and that bothered me a great deal. Then I thought of all of you and how much more devastating this type of injury could be for you. My life stopped. I now feel your pain. Just know at Morgan & Morgan, we got your back. I understand. Morgan means more.
Morgan & Morgan Atlanta, 191 Peach Street, Atlanta, Georgia. Bell Pound Law. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Right now, 16-ounce packages of 80% lean Kroger brand ground beef are only $4.99 a pound with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Visit my friends at Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort. This is Scott Slade. They specialize in exquisite handcrafted fine jewelry and natural mined diamonds, never mass-produced. It's where I've been doing business for over 25 years. Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort. Hey folks, it's Scott Slade with another great tip from my friends at Myland, Atlanta's local experts for home loans. So many people have credit card balances they don't pay off every month, which can make the first part of the year more stressful than it should be. The guys at Myland say a great product to use to reduce the amount you pay is a home equity line of credit, or HELOC. This allows you to use the equity in your home to pay off high-interest credit card debt without touching your first mortgage. HELOCs are typically easier and faster to close than a full mortgage, so you can expect to get cash much faster. Whether you want to pay off debts or handle large expenses, HELOCs can be a great tool to use. To find out if one is right for you, call Myland at 770-817-2000. That's 770-817-2000. Or online at myland.com. Spell it M-I-L-E-N-D. And please tell them I sent you. NMLS and Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee 148769, located at 8995 Westside Parkway, Alpharetta, Georgia 30009. Myland is an equal housing lender.
Thinking about replacing an old toilet? Now is the perfect time. Dave Baker here from Mr. Plumber. Right now, when you purchase a new toilet installation from Mr. Plumber, you'll receive a $150 credit towards any other plumbing service. That's right. Upgrade your bathroom and save on repairs, drain cleaning, water heaters, and more. Fast, professional service from the plumbers you trust. Don't wait for leaks or clogs to get worse. Call Mr. Plumber today or book online at MrPlumberAtlanta.com. Mr. Plumber, your peace of mind pros.
All right, as a recovering shock jock who's still looking for stories and topics and current events on a daily basis from my own non-shock jock show that I have now, I'm here to report to you that there was a couple of weeks, as I said yesterday, it kind of surprised me. I needed a couple, hey, I need an extra story here, something interesting, something funny, you know? I went to thesmokinggun.com, and that's when I realized that, oh my goodness, sometimes 12 to 14 days go by and no dude in Florida does anything stupid because it was like the same old stories. Nothing was being updated. I'm happy to say that drought has been broken.
Thank goodness.
Man busted for spicy chicken domestic battery. That actually sounds kind of delicious.
The chicken?
That's one way of putting it. No, he didn't. He's what are you trying to say, Stefan, over there? Trying not to talk, making all these hand gestures. It's a chicken sandwich. Is that what you're trying to say to me?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to get to. Thank you.
According to the cops, defendant hit woman with a thrown Chick-fil-A sandwich.
This is on Valentine's Day, by the way.
And their wife is responsible because she's an executive at Chick-fil-A. Do they recognize the weaponization of their product? Are we going to find memos like with the cigarette companies from the 90s where the people at Chick-fil-A know that there's a danger with their product and yet they still push it on people?
Now that I think about it, the pickles are pretty sharp.
Well, if they're hot, look out. It's going to sting. This is Dateline February 17th. I believe that was yesterday. During a Valentine's Day quarrel about infidelity, a man allegedly, so I guess that's, you had sex with her and he's saying, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's usually a quarrel about infidelity, or the other way around. A man allegedly struck his female companion in the head with a thrown Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich. You see, I think that's an added thing. With spicy, something that gets in your eye. And
it's a little heavier.
Yeah, it's a little. According to Florida police, who arrested the suspect for domestic battery, investigators say Theodore Anderson. That's quite a name. Very lofty name for somebody who grows up to throw chicken sandwiches at his
Teddy
and his female companion. Yes, Teddy Anderson, 27, and the victim were having dinner in their home Saturday evening when they began to argue. Am I painting a picture here for you? The defendant, according to the cops, threw a Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich, striking the victim on the head with it. I like the fact that they have to use blunt force object cop talk, no matter what it is. Striking the victim. It's hard for a sandwich to strike. It kind of like
Yeah.
it's going to smush up.
And that
against your
bread,
head.
though, that's pretty hard bread.
Mm-hmm.
That can come not when it's hot. I don't know at what point during the
It's
meal
really
this
soft
started.
bread.
Was
Yeah,
she
it's pretty
flirting
soft.
with the DoorDash guy or something?
It's possible. I don't know.
Don't blame the victim.
Yeah.
I'm
Come
blaming the
on.
DoorDash guy.
What did she do to deserve that sandwich getting thrown at her?
Okay, we can never really know that. No, we're not there. We're not
That's
living
what
the
Tim's
life.
saying.
Listen, somebody's named Theodore. What could Theodore do wrong?
She hogged all the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Theodore, I would believe, you tell me, where's Theodore? I'd say he's in the library reading his books. That's what somebody named Theodore is doing.
Exactly. Not Teddy.
With those round Harry Potter-like glasses. So he struck the victim on the head with it. Anderson then tossed, he wasn't done, styrofoam cup of blue Powerade, which left the woman soaked in sports drink.
God, I hope
This
she's
is
okay.
really a dramatic story about
It
somebody
is.
getting thrown a sandwich at their
No,
face.
That's why I give it the most dramatic
really
reading I
good.
can. When officers arrived at the St. Petersburg residence, they reported. It's presented as like a bank heist. When officers arrived at the St. Petersburg residence, they reported spotting the Chick-fil-A delicacy broken up, quote, broken apart in the living room where the incident occurred, unquote. The sandwich, by the way, my favorite line of the story, the sandwich was not collected during the investigation.
That's a massive hole.
It was not collected as evidence.
That is a massive hole. There could be DNA on that sandwich.
What is going on?
We reached out to the spicy chicken sandwich for comment, and they declined.
Well, Anderson reportedly admitted to the spicy chicken attack. The 28-year-old woman, cops say, alleged she had... See, here's the thing.
Did somebody eat the sandwich? Is that at the end of the story?
No. But what's at the end of the story is it's another situation where people be like, why did she call the cops? Obviously, this was the last straw.
Yeah.
He's been let go. I don't know what goes on, you know.
He threw a Nerf ball at her.
I don't know what happens. Like, there's domestic battery. It goes on and on. She stays with him. Every time she complains, the cops send him back home. So finally, the spicy chicken was enough, and hopefully he has to stay away from her. So just here to report that there are still crazy people in Florida committing funny crimes. I don't want to live in a world where that isn't so.
If you've been taught that all bread is unhealthy, I'm here to tell you not if it's real bread. Hi, I'm Sue Becker from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minute. If you're struggling with weight gain, high cholesterol, constipation, even warts, or kids who seem to be constantly sick, come visit us at the Bread Becker store in Woodstock, where we have taught thousands of customers that real bread might be their healthy solution. I have a degree in food science, and for more than 30 years, I've studied the incredible health benefits of real whole grains and bread. I discovered that store-bought bread has had most of the nutrients in the grain removed during milling, and yes, even packages labeled 100% whole wheat. Make a healthy eating change in your life at Bread Beckers in Woodstock. We'll show you how bread, but only real bread, might be the answer to your family's physical ills. The Bread Beckers.
Visit breadbeckers.com or our Bread Beckers store in Woodstock.
It's Eric. I had a house that was built in the 40s, and all the settling over time, the foundation, it started cracking. We could see the cracks of the walls. The doors started sticking. We knew there was a problem. Took us a long time to find someone to help us. Well, you don't need to take a long time. Go to Engineered Solutions of Georgia. They're the only foundation repair company in the entire state of Georgia with a team of licensed engineers on staff giving you the highest quality work for your home from the start.
Dial 678 ESOG now.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, you are hearing it first here on WSB. New developments in a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme involving a Georgia company. WSB's Jonathan O'Brien reports live. One of the leaders of First Liberty Building and Loan is hit with a massive fine from the state.
$1 million fine and recommending the Coweta County District Attorney prosecute him for violating state law. Now, this is the latest development in this case, and in a one-on-one interview today, Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger telling me their work goes on.
We'll continue our investigation. We are following the money trail. The record keeping wasn't the best that could have been, but our forensic auditors, they're the best that are out there, and that's why I hired this team.
He says more orders are expected soon in connection with this case. Reporting live at the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
And that fine against First Liberty co-founder Brent Voss V for $500,000. Right now it is 68 degrees in Atlanta. Staying warm tonight when we could see widespread rain showers. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. This is new at 4 o'clock. A toddler is shot and killed on Sandalwood Drive in Sandy Springs. Officer Jarrell Green with Sandy Springs Police says they believe this was an accidental shooting.
When they arrived on scene, they found a juvenile, a two-year-old male inside of a home suffering from a gunshot wound. The juvenile has succumbed to his injuries.
He says it appears the boy found the gun and may have shot himself. A 4-year-old boy is injured after accidentally shooting himself with his father's gun. Gwinnett County Police say it happened as the child was playing in the man's car and found the gun in the console. The boy shot himself in the finger. He was taken to Children's Health Care of Atlanta for treatment. We're working to find out from police if the father will face charges. At the trial for the father of the accused Appalachia High School shooter, there are questions today about whether the shooting could have been stopped.
Though a teacher's suspicions were raised in first period when a teen asked her about Appalachia High active shooter drills, precious minutes passed before the shooting. Assistant Principal Dee Martin says the distressed teacher came to her office at 9:40 detailing the kid's backpack.
She felt like there was definitely something in there.
Martin went to the counselor's office, scoured surveillance video, went to the teen's classroom, couldn't find him. She tells defense attorney Jim Berry.
Did she give you a description of him?
No.
Did you ask her?
No.
The search was still underway when the first shots rang out at 10:22. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
High school athletes in Georgia could soon have to undergo additional health screenings. Legislation passing the House unanimously today requires the health screenings, including a cardiovascular exam. State Representative Rick Townsend says this is especially critical during football season.
By this, hopefully we can eliminate or really lessen the amount of tragedies we have in the fall when you see the practice happen and things like that when it comes out.
The bill now goes to the state Senate. With the primary elections just over 3 months away, Forsyth County is looking for more than 600 poll workers. The county's director of voter registrations and elections, Mandy Smith, says that may sound like a lot, but it takes that many.
We have over 182,000 registered voters. We will end up with 30 polling places on Election Day to be staffed and 4 advanced voting locations to be staffed.
Candidates for the job must be a U.S. citizen and at least 16 years old. The Atlanta Opera breaks ground on its new $72 million home at the Bobby Jones Golf Course Clubhouse.
The new campus for the Atlanta Opera will be a combination of the old and the new. Artistic director Tomer Zavulun says they'll add the new to the historic clubhouse.
We're going to restore the facade that is overlooking Woodward and
expanded toward the south part, which is going toward the Beltline.
The new home will include 2 performance spaces, but full operas will continue at the Cobb Energy Center. It should open in the fall of 2027. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, watching a new crash I found in Midtown, 7585 northbound, up around 17th Street, exit 251. It is blocking 2 right lanes, and it is adding to what's already been a slow ride back before I-20. North of I-20, you can think about Peachtree Street or Northside Drive, some alternates to get you around that. The southbound ride, those delays are in full force from the 85-400 merge down to I-20. I-75 southbound slowing around Northside Drive, Howell Mill there in northwest Atlanta. And on the north side perimeter, right near Truist Park, been dealing with a stalled big rig, and it's still there in the center lane, 285 westbound, the outer loop at I-75, exit 20, adding to the brake lights behind it back into Sandy Springs. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Mostly cloudy this evening. A stray rain shower can't be ruled out, but mainly dry and staying warm. Lows tonight in the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, even warmer with a high of 75. Widespread rain showers and a few thunderstorms on Friday. Highs in the low 70s.
66 in Roswell and College Park, 68 in Loganville. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now.
Hey, the boss says do better, Eric.
Do better, be best?
Yeah, says do better. David, our big boss here, ran into him in the hallway.
Yeah?
Do better.
So I'm not doing as well as he'd like?
Do better.
Well, I'll tell him, do a little better by my bank account. I do as the bank account says. I just want to say that I'm always a little freaked out by adult men who refer to themselves as Kenny.
Wait, what?
Shouldn't you be a Ken at that point?
Yes.
We'll get to this idiotic email I just got. And how this person got my personal email, I would like to know. Can you just look things like that up and find out? Is that possible?
Not typically.
I don't think I know this person because they don't like me. But everyone who doesn't like me isn't, how can I say this politely? Moronic in their thinking. But this one certainly is, and we'll get to it later. But right now we have Wes Moss. The great Wes Moss is with us. So I'll have to put Kenny on hold.
Man, I want to hear about Kenny.
I'm a grown man. Oh, you want to hear about it? Then can you settle 445?
With that is quite a seductive invitation that I can't say no to.
All right, so Kenny, I don't know how Kenny got my personal email.
By the way, that means this is good radio.
But this is it's up. And first of all, I didn't want to read it at first, and I should have listened to the summary. Before I read it, I said to is it Gemini inside of Gmail? Is it I said
Gemini's the AI.
Yeah. I'm saying I said summarize this email, and Gemini came back and said just another moron, nothing to worry about. Just pass it by. And I didn't take the AI advice, and I read it. For someone that doesn't vote, I'm now reading from the grown man who goes by Kenny. Just saying, once you're an adult, you're Ken.
I like the name Kenny.
Aren't you Ken?
I like Kenny.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a relatable. Usually, Kenny should be kind of a nice guy.
Well, Kenny
sounds like he's not.
Kenny
Lofton.
Kenny's the kid that you
True.
know. Kenny Loggins, I guess. That's why I couldn't take him.
Rogers, Kenny Loggins.
Yeah, should have been Ken Rogers. Should have been Ken Loggins. Act like an adult. Kenny, you play with on the playground. For someone that doesn't vote, you sure have a lot to say about Trump and his running of the country. Well, that's the way it works, sir. You're just because you don't vote, it doesn't mean that you all suddenly can't talk about things. That's doesn't work that way. You're still allowed to talk about things. I'm just glad to know that I'm not responsible. I'm not responsible for the last administration. I'm not responsible for this one. I'm not responsible for the one before that. I'm not responsible for the one before that. For someone that doesn't vote, you sure have a lot to say about Trump and his running of the country. We're lucky to have him. but your liberal brain can't see that. And then you just read this and you go, do you know me?
Yeah.
Like, is there any... See, when you're moronic, anybody who disagrees with you only disagrees with you for one reason. Your brain can't hold a whole lot of information at once. So you only have so much gray matter, right? And so you can only do so much with ideas. And so it's like, anybody who's against Trump, it's because their liberal brain can't handle it. This liberal brain who's like fought against high taxes his whole life, is that the liberal brain? This liberal brain, plenty of radio shows in the past talking about he doesn't like the alphabet departments, and the liberal brain who's been in favor for the last 30 years of abolishing the Department of Education. Is that the liberal brain you're talking about, Kenny? But Kenny's brain only knows there's only one way to be against this. But by the way, he leads it as TDS.
Oh, Trump derangement syndrome.
MAGA. Nobody cares. When the TDS, like Pam Bondi's performance was ridiculously incompetent. Kenny was loving it. Kenny was loving it. She gave it back to them liberals. And that's the only thing that counts. ... Ever. Exclamation point. And then, but your liberal brain can't see that. I don't know how you have a forum on WSB Radio. I guess it's because they're a left-leaning station. You see, I've got enough gray matter to put that left thing adjacent to your liberal brain. So I'm not quite the moron you thought I was, Von Hassler.
Yeah, I just saw Colbert in the hallway.
Yeah, he's out there. It's a total. And then that little ad hominem. You need to get back with Larry. It's the only time you've been halfway relevant.
Ouch.
Been here for over a decade. Never had ratings this good. Never made money this high. Kenny. So I guess it's not working. You're lucky to have the doctrinaires. I agree with him on that. I think it's the only way you still have a show. I mean, they wouldn't just keep employing you because you're beating the pants off all your competitors. That can't be it.
It's that liberal brain.
With that liberal brain of yours. I think it's the only way you still have a show. I love this one. This is always happens, you know. It's like I was involved in another radio show that was wildly popular. And everybody's like, oh, it's not him. It's the other guy. Then I come here. I start a radio show. Becomes wildly popular. Well, it's not him. It's the people around him.
Yeah.
The
doctrinaire.
Hey, we can put this to the test. I can just keep making this stuff, folks. I can go somewhere else. You just keep making this stuff. And you'll find somebody else to give the reason that their success.
Jared,
somehow,
you're a liberal. That's right.
Somehow I just keep associating with people who are good enough to keep me successful. So the real reason that obviously people say stuff like this online all the time and I never see it. What I want to know is, how the hell did you get my personal email?
Could be from a performance coach that said, how do we get Eric really fired up?
Yeah, right. That's a good point.
Here's his email.
How do you, yeah.
Why don't we just, I guess, what do my kids call it? Rage bait.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go rage bait.
But the reason he's got me raged, I know there's a lot of people who are dumb and don't understand what I'm talking about. But the thing that got me enraged is, how did this guy get my personal email?
Which Gmail, out of curiosity? What is the last letter of this Gmail that he got?
No, I'm not going to tell you. Right?
Just the last letter of it. You don't tell me the whole thing.
I only have one Gmail.
Okay, I know
it's a schwa.
What do you have, like?
Well, because there is
a billion emails.
Well, because there is another one for the show that was a Gmail before we got a WSB email.
This came into my personal.
Okay, I know which one you're talking about.
So that's good. You've got your point of view. It's been shared here, and do not come one step closer near me, Kenny.
What has happened to my WSB?
Forget you have my email. And hope I forget to exactly find out how you got it. All right. There it is.
I believe that can go to junk mail from now on.
Yes.
The only AI app that would give me your personal email
is?
Well, I'm not going to say.
Don't say what it is. So you can look into this is possible?
Yeah, I tried 3 of them. 2 of them said no because it's personal, and one of them said yes.
Okay, so this is gettable information?
Uh-huh.
All right, whatever.
I've been sending it to anybody that asks.
Why are people just so dumb?
Well, the amount of...
It has to be because you're liberal. That's what it is. For heaven's sakes, there ain't no other reason. Now, I know you want lower taxes and you want to abolish the Department of Education, but your liberal mind can't handle this administration because here's something I've never heard before, and it's the most original thought in my mind. You're suffering from TDS. By the way, didn't that start as a slur against Republicans about Obama? Wasn't it Obama derangement syndrome? I believe it started the other way, where Democrats accused Republicans of having Obama.
It is amazing to me how many people on our different social sites use TDS. Like, and what they do is they all start liking it too, and like, you're right, William, you're right, Jimmy,
Pam
you're right.
Bondi used it over and over again, like a fourth grader.
Said to Massey,
yeah. Oh, you're suffering from TDS. And it's so weird with MAGA. Like, they still think if they say things like a libtard, you put your tail between your legs and you walk, oh no. It's like, oh, don't say that. Oh, don't accuse me of TDS. Nobody cares. It has no harmful effect. All right, let's take a break. Then we'll come back and... Other than that, Kenny.
By the way,
thanks for listening. Let me just say this.
Thank you, Kenny.
They don't give your ratings based on whether people enjoy listening to you. It's just that you're listening. So thank you very much. Yes, Wes Moss, you're about to say something, but we have to go to break.
Well, I was just going to tease to talking about a lighter topic that's maybe more universal, which is the price of steaks and beef in the United States.
Are they going up?
They've gone up tremendously.
Then are they are they competing with eggs now?
I think they're even more important.
Ottawa knows. She's our average consumer.
That's right.
That's true. What's the price of it at Aldi?
That's all. Is that what you do all your shopping at the discount shopping center?
Yeah, Aldi rules.
Aldi is awesome.
Yeah, you got to bring your own bag.
I get it delivered.
Get over it.
Or I pick it up.
It's Steakhouse Sticker Shock.
All right, that's the tease, ladies and gentlemen. Steakhouse Sticker Shock. Kenny's going to be there. He wants to know. Let's say hello to Alex Williams. Alex says there's a crash, unfortunately, in Midtown.
That's right. Good afternoon, Eric, and to the Doctrinaires as well. We are watching this crash heading up into Midtown, 7585 northbound at 17th Street, exit 251. Atlanta Fire Rescue on scene. They're in 2 right lanes, and it has jammed the ride back to University Avenue. Think about Highway 29 just west of the connector. That'll take you up and become Northside Drive to get you up past that mess. Southbound, already a brake light battle as well from the 85-400 merge, making your way down past Georgia Tech. We also got some trouble on 285 near Truist Park, Isabella Rodriguez.
We have our eyes on a stalled vehicle right at 285 westbound, the outer loop at I-75. That's exit 20. The center lane was blocked there, but now we're only seeing one left lane that's opened. This report is sponsored by SuperSure. Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get SuperSure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but SuperSure. Coming soon. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Buying a new car? Need help fixing your current car? What's the safest car for a first-time buyer? The Car Guys have the answer. Join Shelley Winter and automotive expert Kevin Deutsch this and every Saturday at 12 for all your car needs. The Car Guys, presented by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Saturdays at noon on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Let's knock something off the old to-do list today. Dave Baker here for Coolray Heating and Cooling. Let's start with our HVAC equipment. Right now, when you book a heating system tune-up with Coolray, they'll include an AC tune-up absolutely free. You remember warmer weather will be here at some point in the future, so stay warm now and avoid costly breakdowns later. Schedule your 2-for-1 HVAC tune-up today at Coolray.com and start the year comfortable. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Did you know that eating healthier and more delicious food is not only good for you, but affordable as well? Hi, it's Sue from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minute. At the Bread Beckers store in Woodstock, we can teach you how to make real, delicious bread loaded with fiber and nutrients from real whole grains. A healthy, delicious, and affordable solution for your family. Eating real bread will satisfy your hunger and greatly reduce the amount of food you need to eat. Plus, your improved health from eating real bread may even reduce the need for frequent doctor visits. That's what Real Bread did for our family. 2 doctor visits with 9 kids in 25 years. I have a degree in food science, and for more than 30 years, I've studied the incredible health benefits of whole grains and real bread. So if you're struggling with bowel issues, high cholesterol, weight gain, warts, or kids who seem to be constantly sick, take the first steps to a healthier, more affordable life. Visit breadbeckers.com or our Bread Beckers store in Woodstock.
Are your investments in the right accounts? What's best, traditional or Roth? Are you receiving all available tax deductions? Are you paying as little in tax as you can? These are all questions you can't afford to get wrong. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth, and in many cases, it's not what you make, but it's what you keep that makes the real difference. Trajan Wealth and Trajan Tax work closely together exclusively. No more guessing about whether you should do a Roth conversion, or if maxing out your 401k is really the best option. Our nationally recognized fiduciary advisors and CPA team work in tandem to make sure your tax strategy works with your investment strategy. We'll even do your tax preparation. One team, one strategy. Isn't it time for a second opinion? Call Trajan today, 404-208-3300. That's 404-208-3300.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Hey, you have suffered through enough seasons. Is your old, clunky, unreliable heating and cooling system even going to make it? Chris Chandler here. Stop repairing. Finally replace it. Call the experts I trust. TE Certified Electrical, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Hurry, for a limited time, get a $1,000 instant rebate off a new system and 36 months 0% financing.
TE Certified. We love your home.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live, every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
Septic systems are not a do-it-yourself project. You need an expert. Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Scorpion Septic. We're Dave Baker's septic experts on the Home Fix-It Show. My licensed and insured team specialize in solving your septic problems on the spot.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic, where there is never a pump-out charge with your repair. Details online. ScorpionSepticServices.com.
By the way, Jared, the reason you're seeing so many people online saying TDS is because parrots speak, but they don't think. All right, Wes Moss it wants to tell us about Steakhouse Sticker Shock. And who am I to stop him? He's Wes Moss. Look at him. He's wildly handsome. I think he's like 74 years old. He looks like he's about 32.
Doesn't have that liberal brain.
Doesn't have that.
I do not. I don't have that. I think this just hit me this weekend, where we have a bunch of my kids have birthdays all in the beginning of the year, and tradition of they get to pick their
restaurant or something to go out
to.
Or
cooking, like
okay.
What's for dinner. And my youngest, who just turned 10, wanted to have steaks, and he's out of all my kids, one of them seems to really care about food, and like he'll cook. He likes to cook. Mm-hmm. Likes to be in there.
He doesn't just eat. He understands that it's he's a bit of a gourmand. He's a budding gourmand.
I guess. Right. So my other kids are more like, what's the...
Let's go to Dave & Buster's. They've got fun games.
My little guy's like, oh, I want to help you cook steaks. So we went in and we got steaks, and it was dramatic. It was just more expensive than I ever remember. And it turns out it's because the prices today are higher than they've ever been. And he brought me this recipe he found on YouTube. It was a don't cook it was an unseasoned steak recipe to only season after. And it was
Smart kid.
Kind of funny. It worked out, and we did it, and we compared the seasoned steaks to the postseason, and I don't know, it was like 50-50 in the family. But
how'd you do in the playoffs?
We all won. I think we all did okay. So then I went and looked, and then Barron's this weekend, the cover of Barron's was a bunch of cattle, and it was about the shocking difficulty it is to be a farmer and a rancher in the United States for a variety of reasons. And the economics behind what's happening, one, it hasn't rained for 5 years in Texas. So farmers in Texas that grow cattle say they raise grass, not cattle.
Yeah.
Because that's and
if you don't have the grass, you don't have the cattle.
And the price of supplementing that, because without grass, that's gone up tremendously. So that's one of the big input costs, is having to buy feed for this group. And ironically, because the price, if you do a price chart, if I can remember correctly, right before COVID, I tracked the per pound was about $7.50 for a steak. Those are good old days. You go to buy a couple steaks, it's $20, $30 bucks. Today it's like $60, $80, depending, $100. That's up to $12.50. So that's up 65%. But ground beef is even worse. Before COVID, it was $3.80 per pound. Now it's almost $7. So that's up 80% for hamburgers.
Now, the music is already going, but you were explaining in the break that this is kind of self-fulfilling because of very quickly what's happening.
So it's not, you can't just make new cattle, right? It takes you have to have calves, etc. And because prices are so high, instead of having a heifer stay there for a couple of years and expand the herd, they're sending them to slaughter because they're getting good price for it, which is making the problem worse. So because the herd is shrinking, we had 130 million head of cattle in the United States. Now we have 83 million. It's a big problem.
So it's now you're in a vicious cycle that won't. How are you going to get out of it?
I don't know. Maybe private equity can solve it.
Well, they've done such a good job with every other industry.
I'm getting my Vanguard steaks.
Alex Williams says the connector. I can't read that.
He says the connector north is jammed into Midtown. Right, Alex?
That's what I thought.
That is correct. But we got some better news with that, Jared and Eric. We had that crash moved all to the right. All lanes are now back open. 75-85 northbound at 17th Street. Damage done, though. It is a crawl getting there from University Avenue. Southbound still slows from the 85-400 merge down to I-20. And just found a new crash on the West Freeway right next to the theme park, 20 eastbound past Riverside Parkway. That crash is knocking out a left lane. Delays filling in there. Stalled big rig move mostly off to the right now near Truist Park, 285 westbound, the outer loop at I-75. How's 285 looking into DeKalb County, Isabella Rodriguez?
Well, 285 eastbound, the inner loop, it's running slow right now from Georgia 400 over towards I-85 in Doraville. And then as you go on to 285 southbound, also the inner loop, you're still slow as you ride into Tucker with delays down to Highway 78. This report is brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties and get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
A lot of us are looking at things to spruce up our homes, from tweaking or landscaping, a little bit of paint. But how's your roof looking? This is Scott Slade. A new roof can dramatically improve the look of your home. Lots of uncertainties in the economy right now. So my roofer, FGA Roofing, has put together an offer you should consider. They call it the 000 plan. 0 down payment, 0 interest for 12 months, and 0 monthly payments for 12 months. With FGA Roofing, you can get a quote in just a few days and your roof installed in just a couple of weeks. And you can wait to pay until it fits your timeline. FGA Roofing specializes in slate, tile, wood shake, cedar roofs, as well as architectural roofs. The experts at FGA Roofing can lay out all the options for you, whether your roof is aging out or you just want a designer upgrade for your home. Or both. FGA Roofing, where you'll get first-rate installation and quality service, always. Just search FGA Roofing to get started with a free quote today. That's FGA Roofing.
Are your floors looking tired, scratched, or just dated? You don't have to wait months for a beautiful new look. At Peach State Hardwood, you can start your flooring project in 1 week or less with expert installation, lifetime craftsmanship warranty, and an in-house team that handles everything, from moving your furniture to cleaning up after. A stress-free home refresh is closer than you think. Peach State Hardwood, beautiful floors, zero hassle, ready in a week. Schedule your free estimate today at peachstatehardwood.com.
Did you know that D. Geller & Son Jewelers is Atlanta's first diamond wholesaler? Because when diamonds come to Atlanta, they come to D. Geller & Son first. It's Katie Kiley, and a bunch of diamonds are the same on paper, but about 1 in every 10 you can see from across the room. So D. Geller & Son keeps the good ones and packs the rest back up, and they go somewhere else. For the same color, same clarity, and same price, you get more brilliance, more sparkle, and more bang for your diamond buck. So come see the D. Geller & Son difference for yourself in Kennesaw and Sandy Springs and online at dgeller.com.
At Ameris Bank, we know it's never just business when it's your business. So we're here to be your partner. Whether you're launching a startup, expanding locations, or managing daily finances at your company, you can do it all with a committed financial partner on your side. Our expert business bankers are ready to empower you on your financial journey. We're Ameris Bank, and we're fiercely yours. Visit your local branch or learn more at amerisbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top local story. The state levies a big fine against the co-founder of the Georgia company accused of running a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says his office is imposing a $500,000 fine against Brant Frost V for his role at First Liberty Building and Loan.
And that's payable and due in 30 days. We also then recommended that criminal charges would be filed against Brant Frost V, and we sent that finding of facts also to the local Coweta County District Attorney's Office.
Raffensperger's office says they continue to work this case and additional filings are expected soon. It is 69 degrees in Atlanta. Cloudy but warm tonight when we could hear a few rumbles of thunder. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A 2-year-old boy is dead after an apparent accidental shooting on Sandalwood Drive in Sandy Springs. Police say the child died on the scene despite life-saving attempts by first responders. The investigation continues as police try to determine the circumstances surrounding the shooting. With a big election year coming up, Forsyth County is looking for hundreds of poll workers.
600 may sound like a lot, but Director of Voter Registrations and Elections in Forsyth, Mandy Smith, says that's what it takes. Is it hard to find poll workers?
I'll be honest, it has been a challenge since 2020, honestly. So we've continued to sort of overcome that challenge of having enough poll workers.
And she says with the first election day being May 19th, there's an added hurdle since that's when there are a lot of graduations. But she's confident they can find the workers. Anybody interested can go to the Forsyth County government website for more information. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia lawmakers take aim at the rising problem of corporate landlords.
Analysts say a third of all single-family homes for rent in Metro Atlanta are owned by a handful of large investment companies. Senator Greg Dolezal's bill would cap the number of homes that any one investment company could own at 500.
We are trying to ensure that American homes are for American families, not Wall Street hedge funds.
It also bars foreign ownership of rental property. Critics say the measure would limit the free market by restricting who you can sell your home to. The bill has cleared committee and is awaiting a Senate vote. At the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Mark Zuckerberg is finished with his testimony in a landmark trial in Los Angeles involving social media addiction and kids. The Meta CEO was grilled about internal documents showing millions of young kids are using his platforms and about emails allegedly saying the company enticed tweens to become customers. A young woman is suing several social media giants, claiming she became addicted to the sites as a kid and as an adult has experienced anxiety and depression. A disturbance on a Delta flight heading from Houston to Atlanta today prompts a return landing.
When we had a passenger get up and try to access the cockpit.
That audio from Broadcastify. Delta says Flight 2557 returned to Houston due to what's described as the passenger's unruly and unlawful behavior toward other customers. Delta says the unruly passenger approached crew and customers but did not make contact with or attempt to access the flight decks. That person was held while the flight returned to Houston. The plane left for Atlanta about 90 minutes later. The Atlanta Airport Community Improvement District gives more details on how a new transportation system on the city's south side will work for travelers.
It's a pilot program to see how efficient using automated pods work near the airport.
It is a automated pod car transit system that uses individual pod cars that hold between 4 and 6 people. that go from point A to point B.
The airport CID's Crystal Harris says it's not like Waymo, but on its own guideway, similar to the plane train at the airport. It should open in December with the pod system eventually tying into MARTA for expansion farther into Clayton County. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
Nearly 20 parks in DeKalb County and the city of Atlanta are getting some needed repairs and improvements.
That they are community-led and that these are the improvements that the neighbors are saying is the most important thing for their park.
Andrew White with the nonprofit Park Ride says they'll distribute about 60% of the $3.5 million in grants to underinvested areas. This will pay for everything from new playgrounds to gathering spaces. It is 4:34. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
We found a crash down by the Airportville in Clayton County, the 285 eastbound outer loop ramp to I-75, exit 58. They got the crash off to the right, but now Clayton County Fire Rescue has pulled up to the scene. They're holding that right lane, so you might see some delays building back through those airport tunnels. Stalled big rig on the right shoulder over on 285 west, the outer loop in Cobb County there by Truist Park at I-75. All lanes are back open, but the delays have filled in behind it back into Sandy Springs from Georgia 400. You'll slow 285 southbound, the outer loop on the west side from South Cobb Drive down to I-20. And we found some trouble on I-20, Isabella Rodriguez.
Trouble in Cobb County. A crash on I-20 eastbound right next to Six Flags is blocking the left lane, slowing your ride out of Lithia Springs. And in west Atlanta on I-20 westbound, it's in good shape as you make your way towards I-75-85. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Cloudy skies and warm for this evening. Overnight lows in the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, an isolated rain shower possible, high 75. Scattered rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder for Friday morning.
66 in Johns Creek, 64 in Austell, and 69 in Stockbridge. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
This is Scott Slade, and I've depended on the great people at Ragsdale Heating and Air for many years, keeping my family comfortable no matter what kind of wild swings Atlanta weather may bring. Thanks to Ragsdale, I didn't worry 1 minute about my systems working fine during a recent Arctic blast. And especially now with cold weather keeping us indoors more, Ragsdale wants to make sure you stay comfortable with the Ragsdale Free Furnace February offer. When you purchase a new Carrier home comfort system, you'll receive the new furnace for free. And you not only save now, but you're covered for the next 15 years with Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty. They've been taking great care of their customers for 3 decades now. Many of their employees have been with them for 10, 20, even 30 years. No wonder they have over 11,000 reviews and a 4.9 Google rating. Ragsdale's the name I know you can trust to take care of your plumbing, electrical, and insulation jobs, too. It's easy to schedule your visit online at ragsdaleair.com or give one of their friendly customer service reps a call. Take advantage now of Free Furnace February with Ragsdale, the name I know you can trust.
Are you worried about high blood pressure? Have you tried to lower your numbers with little success? You may be eligible for a clinical research study evaluating the impact of an investigational blood pressure procedure. If you are an adult and have high blood pressure or are taking medications to manage high blood pressure, you may qualify for this study, which is expected to last at least 4 years. Call 404-605-3118 and ask whether you may be eligible for the Spiral Gemini Pilot Study, located at the Piedmont Research Institute in Atlanta at 95 Collier Road, Suite 3010. That's 404-605-3118. Caution: hepatic denervation is limited by law to clinical investigation in all geographies. The generator and catheter used in the Gemini study for hepatic denervation are not approved for sale or use in the U.S. or any other country.
A DUI conviction might cost you your license. Get the DUI lawyer, GeorgeStein.com.
Sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and choose when you want to move. There are no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
All right, everybody shut up. We're back on the air. Wes Moss, question I want to ask you, and honestly, I don't. This is just kind of strange to me. So the hyperscalers, these are the people who are investing deeply in AI. That would be your Alphabet, which is Google, your Meta, which is Facebook, your Microsofts, whatever else you got in there from the FANG. $600 billion supposedly is going to be invested in AI, mostly data centers, things like that, in this year.
I was going to say in this week.
This calendar year. Now, here's the thing. It costs so much money to do this. These companies are not really playing with their own money. Google a little more, certainly, than Facebook. And so they have to raise the capital. And as part of this, Google, Alphabet, is going to float a 100-year bond. I don't understand this. Who buys a 100-year bond in 2026, and why would they?
Okay. Who would buy this would be, and this is backed by the pound sterling.
Right.
So it is the UK currency. And they're in Europe, even more so the United States, they have large pension funds and insurance companies, as an example. They have much longer time horizons than humans because they're there to pay out pensions really in perpetuity. So who would be the natural buyer for this? Probably more like a pension fund or an ultra long-term bond fund, but it's probably not so much individuals buying a bond like this. Supposedly, now granted, it is in another currency, but regardless of let's just say agnostic to that, it could just be U.S. dollars, but this happens to be in the UK currency, backed by the pound sterling. It's just a plain vanilla corporate bond that just matures instead of in a year or 5 years or 10, it matures in 100.
Mm-hmm.
So the way any bond works is that the investor essentially is loaning money by buying the bond. They get a coupon. In this case, it was originally a little over 6%. Today the coupon's at 6 1/8, so 6.125. And you put in, let's see, if you buy $100 or $100,000 worth of this bond, you'd get $6,125 every year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if this is a quarterly pay or it's an annual, but that's why you would buy it.
And let me stop you for 1 second.
And then you get your money back at the expiration or the maturity date. In this case, it's
100 years.
Who knows if we'll even be here?
And beyond that, now I get it that there's payoffs along the way. You're getting the $6,000 if you had $100,000 in there along the way. There's confidence in the whole system and its processes will all be running as they're running today and delivering as they're delivering today in 100 years.
Right, which is nonsensical.
What if there's a nuclear war in 50?
Yeah, it's nonsensical. Because whoever buys the bond today may not own it. They're very tradable securities. Now, what makes it really interesting on any time, the longer the bond is, the more volatile it becomes in price. And it's just like a seesaw, right? If you have a 1-year bond, think of the movement on the seesaw as standing on the fulcrum. Barely any movement, even if the ends are going up and down wildly. So think of the fulcrum as a 1-year bond or a 2-year bond. Not a lot of movement. You could stand and balance there, right? But as you go out, I think at the end of the seesaw, that much movement, that's like a 30-year bond.
You're going to feel it, yeah.
In this case, it's exponentially larger than that.
You're on airplane wings.
You're on airplane wings.
You're way out there.
And the way bonds move, for every 1% move in interest rates, the bond will move by its duration. So in this case, if the duration on a 100-year bond is, let's call it 40, because it's usually close to half the maturity date. Let's just call it 40. That means it would move by 40% if similarly priced interest rates move either up or down. So if rates were to go down by 1%, now there's not a whole lot that tracks the 100-year interest rate, but let's say the 30-year interest rate were to go down by 1%, then you'd see a big movement up in these bond prices. Vice versa. Rates go back up, you could see a big move down. So long-term bonds, from a price perspective, because they can be traded,
you don't have to keep it for 100 years.
Absolutely not. As long as someone is willing to buy it for you, very tradable security.
Now, here's the deeper question.
Maybe that's an overstatement. Maybe I shouldn't say very. I've never even seen a 100-year bond, so I don't even know
there
how
haven't been
they
many. They have existed. There was one in the 90s, I think. So this is the real question, because supposedly these hyperscalers are going to spend $600 billion that they don't have in their coffers this year on AI, and they have to raise the money. I would ask you this question with 2008 in the back of our minds. Would you consider this an exotic financial instrument?
It's a plain vanilla instrument.
No, I mean in the sense of
with an exotic
if
timeline.
If AI was such a slam dunk, and if you invest in it, you are definitely going to get rich, and that's going to happen. Would there be a need this early, so nascent in the technology, for things like a 100-year bond to finance?
Okay, you're asking a similar question that immediately popped into my head. Is that they're spending hundreds of billions over the next couple of years, and this is just per company.
Yeah.
When you hear that 600 number,
that's all of them.
That's the Mag 7 kind of combined plus a few others. My thought is, what's the point of a billion? And if you need 200 billion, why even issue a bond for like half of 1% of what you really needed to raise? So it must be some sort of accounting. I don't
one
even
of many.
understand why
They had there's a bunch of different ways that they're raising the money. That's what I'm saying.
And it may be a precursor.
Shouldn't it be easier to raise money for something that is obviously the future, and you don't want to be an idiot and you don't want to miss the bus when it comes to AI? Let me very quickly, because we have to go. But so they've said, we're going to spend $600 billion, which means they have to raise all of that money in the year 2026 and spend it. What happens if we get to the end of the year and they don't spend it? Which then people start going, oh, they went to investors, and somewhere in September, investors started saying, no, this isn't a good deal for us. Does the market become a house of cards? What happens to NVIDIA? Once even, you know how Wall Street is. Once there's a smell of, Facebook
shoot
couldn't
first,
raise.
ask questions later. That's what Wall Street has always been, and it very much is on.
If the trader starts saying, Facebook wasn't able to get the money from the investors for this, well, could that crash pretty quickly, couldn't it? I'm not saying it will. I'm trying to.
I think, look,
we have all of our eggs in this basket.
Yeah, any hiccup with AI, and that's why you've seen so many other parts of the market kind of have a lot of resilience this year, and tech has had a struggle, is that if there's any disappointment with AI, whether it's the return on the investment companies are getting, a slowdown in capital spending, a speed up in capital spending, every single word about this capital expenditure campaign that we see now for the large company that is in the United States, any disappointment is going to be a big shock to the market.
And we have, I believe, it's pretty safe to say that the reason we haven't suffered a recession in the last couple of years is because of the tech spending. It's 40%.
It was a big part of GDP growth last year.
Yeah, so
it's a really big part of it. And the U.S. consumer, because we've had a good market, and a huge part of consumption in the United States goes to the wealthiest individuals, the top 20%. They've had big gains. They turn around and spend those gains. So it's,
by the way, they don't have any problem affording steak either. Mm-hmm. Which is
if they've been invested over the last 5 years, it's outpaced inflation.
The K-shaped economy continues. Wes Moss, I appreciate that. I really needed an explanation of that 100-year. I couldn't. You did a fine job.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. You want to tell people how they get more Wes Moss?
Yeah, easy to do so. It's at Your Wealth, which is our website, Y-O-U-R, yourwealth.com.
Yeah, I kind of tried to tell Wes Moss, give him some secrets about how to make a little more money. But his liberal mind couldn't handle
liberal brain.
That's right, his brain.
I don't know if that's me. Maybe another one.
It's not me. It's not you. I'm just pointing out how dumb people can sound sometimes. Alex Williams is keeping his eye on 75 in Cobb County.
And not too bad this afternoon, Eric, with Cobb out of school for winter break. We're just seeing some moderate volume up through Marietta into Kennesaw from around Delk Road up to Barrett Parkway. Tap of the brakes, 575 north between Kennesaw and Woodstock, 400 northbound. A little bogged down in Sandy Springs as you leave 285 up to the North Springs MARTA station, then tapping the brakes again out of Alpharetta into Forsyth County from Windward Parkway up to Highway 141. What's it looking like on I-85 northeast of town, Isabella Rodriguez?
Right now, 85 northbound is slow as you come out from 285 heading into Norcross, but it starts to improve once you get past Indian Trail Road exit 101. Then farther north, you hit another slowdown around Old Peachtree Road, exit 109, and those delays stick with you as you head into Swanee. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com 24-hour traffic center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Don't be late because you crowdsourced your commute with a navigation app.
Heads up crash involving several vehicles.
Depend on us
To make sure you get where you need to be on time.
Alternates needed this morning between Buford and Swanee.
Local and dependable traffic 24 hours a day, 7 days a
Some
week.
of the alternates to get you around this include Memorial Drive and East Ponce.
WSB Triple Team
A car
Traffic.
has flipped over 20 westbound.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
When it's time to replace your windows, make sure you have options and get to choose the energy-efficient window that is right for your home, your style, and your budget. Dave Baker here for the only window company I recommend, Nelson Exteriors. With Nelson, you're in charge. Choose from many top-rated window manufacturers like Anderson and MI, all backed by Nelson's worry-free lifetime labor warranty. For your replacement windows, pick the company that's more picky than you. Google Nelson Exteriors.
Not all foundation repair companies measure up.
I'm Mark Beckham with Atlanta Ramjack, and we set the industry standards for quality.
There's Ramjack, and then everyone else. Google Atlanta Ramjack.
Ramjack.
Are you turning 65 or new to Medicare? Humana knows not everyone has the same needs when picking a Medicare Advantage plan.
Now that I'm retired, I want to enjoy the life I've worked hard to build. So I want a plan that covers me when I'm traveling the country.
Humana has a plan for that.
As a veteran, I want a plan that fills in the gaps my VA coverage doesn't provide, like dental care.
Humana has a plan for that.
I feel good about my health. I just want care and coverage with predictable costs. No surprises.
Humana has a plan for that. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you get coverage and benefits that focus on what matters most to you. Learn more at GetHumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
This is Monica Pearson for Superior Plumbing. In a perfect world, when you have a plumbing issue, you want a plumber that answers the phone when you call, shows up on time, respects your home, and tells you exactly what needs to be done, quotes you a price, and does the job right the first time. They appreciate your business, and Superior Plumbing becomes your plumber for life. Call Superior Plumbing to come fix your plumbing issues.
To Superior, the honest one, 770-4222 Plum.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. When it rains, it pours right into your crawl space, and that creates that musty smell and mold growth under your house. Hi, I'm Jeremy, owner of American Crawl Space Solutions. We offer a needs-based approach to drying out your crawl space and encapsulating it to keep it dry without high-pressure sales tactics or trying to oversell you. Make the smell and the water go away. Give us a call today. American Crawl Space Solutions.
American Crawl Space Solutions. Foundations too.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Well, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hold on, I'm ordering the markers so that I can read what the hell Jared Yamamoto. I love this. A gazillion-dollar company I work for. Okay, the order has been placed Friday, February 20th. We will have these markers.
Not in the budget.
Yeah, well, Apollo makes those markers, so she should be able to. I found the last working Expo dry erase marker on our floor, and it's yellow. I can see why people don't use it.
Well, yellow's a little difficult to see. But
it's difficult to see, but at least the other ones were completely out of ink.
Better than it's been for me so far. Yeah, don't feel bad about it. You know, to the company, I want to say, don't feel bad about the fact that I just had to drop $25 for these things. I know times are tough.
You have to submit an expense or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Better look shopping.
Hey, did you ever do? Maybe you could have submitted a ticket for this and you never did. Maybe I'm spending this $25 because my producer doesn't know how to get the new markers.
Oh,
yeah,
I know.
Who's the office manager?
Believe me, I know how to submit a ticket. Yes. Yeah, but who would you ask? That's a good question. I would just.
Is there
submit
not an office manager?
No, we
for
don't
real?
know. Not technically, no.
Is there?
I mean, I don't think she's an office manager. I know somebody that handles the big wigs.
Officey things.
Yes, officey things for the big wigs, but I don't think she handles supplies though.
Oh well, who cares? I'll buy. I will pay. I will gladly part with $25 so that I can throw to the traffic and understand what the hell is being written in front of me.
Why is it? Why aren't they just texting you this information?
Because I always forget. My brain. I'm hosting and stuff like that. My phone sits over there. I look at it once. People. Not email me like these people are now. By the way, my email is cooked at this point now. So. Some people are actually being very funny. So I don't know if I have to. I've had this forever. Do I have to now get a new email?
I think you're good.
Maybe it's about time.
I think you're good.
Huh?
It's difficult enough where I don't think a lot of people are going to find it. If you get like over 100, then I think it's a problem.
I gotta say, a couple of people have been very hilarious, but still, it just doesn't feel right. An email is something you're supposed to give somebody, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we're close enough. It's not as personal as your phone number, but it's getting there, right? Well, hey, here's my email address. Email me.
I think you're
kind of an invitation basis only.
You know, you can create little folders for those kind of emails.
I don't want people emailing me who actually have convinced themselves that someone can drain the swamp and make $1 billion in the same year. I don't want to be dealing with those people in my email. Alex Williams says there's a crash on I-20 by Six Flags.
Yeah, it's knocking out that left lane. Still hanging out here, Eric. Inbound, 20 eastbound, just past Riverside Parkway next to the theme park there. That's why you're seeing the extra pressure on the ride from Thornton Road out of Lithia Springs. 20 westbound, really just a tap of the brakes this evening, starting around Martin Luther King Jr. Drive in West Atlanta out to Fulton Industrial Boulevard. What's the ride looking like on I-20 in DeKalb County, Isabella Rodriguez?
For drivers in DeKalb County, we're watching volume-related delays. They start around Columbia Drive at exit 66, and they stay slow past Wesley Chapel Road and Panola Road exit 71, slowing your ride into Lithonia. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any H system make or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Triple Team Traffic Center, 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta homeowners, your grades are in. Hi, I'm Deborah Morton of the Agency Atlanta, host of Inside Georgia Real Estate right here on 95.5 WSB. Each Saturday, my show covers Atlanta's residential housing market and all things real estate. I've been thrilled that so many WSB listeners have taken me up on my team's offer of a complimentary home report card. This is a customized analysis on your home, a secret weapon to get more when the time comes to sell. Know your home's strengths and weaknesses, learn how it stacks up against your competition, and the best time to sell. When it's time to move, you'll know how to net more money. Spring selling season has already started, so if you're thinking about putting your home on the market, let me send you the Agency Atlanta's free home report card. It's invaluable information, it's free, and there are no strings attached. Go to InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com today to connect with us at the Agency Atlanta. That's InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com.
If pills like Viagra haven't worked for you, you are not alone. Millions of men struggle with ED. And for many, the brand name pills aren't enough. At Choice Men's Health, we offer advanced, non-surgical treatment options designed to help eliminate ED and create a personalized plan tailored specifically to you. No awkward waiting rooms, no judgment. Just confidential professional care that helps you regain confidence and intimacy. Don't let frustration define your relationship or your self-esteem. Call Choice Men's Health today for a private consultation and take the first step towards real results. Call Choice Men's Health now at 404-383-4419. That's 404-383-4419. Once again, that's 404-383-4419. Choice Men's Health. Confidence restored.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
Coming up from the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, a Delta classical concert featuring Sibelius' Fifth Symphony. And a free festival celebrating Persian culture. Guest conductor Nicholas Collin pairs Sibelius with Lutoslawski's virtuosic cello concerto with Kian Soltani. Before both concerts, enjoy a Strings of Persia festival celebrating Persian food and culture. Don't miss this concert and festival February 26th and 28th at Symphony Hall. Tickets are at aso.org.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, new developments in a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme involving a Georgia company. One of the leaders of First Liberty Building and Loan is hit with a massive fine from the state.
The Secretary of State's office is slapping First Liberty co-founder Brant Frost V with a $500,000 fine and recommending the Coweta County District Attorney prosecute him for violating state law. This is the latest development in this case, and in a one-on-one interview, Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger telling me their work goes on.
These were violations of law, and that's why we're going after them, because it's violations of law. We followed the law, and we followed the process, and we're following the money trail.
He says more orders are expected soon in connection with this case. At the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
67 degrees in Atlanta. We could reach the mid-70s tomorrow, and what days could see rain or storms? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A 2-year-old boy is shot and killed on Sandalwood Drive in Sandy Springs. Officer Jarrell Green with Sandy Springs Police says they are investigating the circumstances surrounding the shooting.
Just want to make sure, we want to confirm it is leaning towards that this was an accident. You know, it looks like maybe a 2-year-old got a hold of a gun.
Police say the child died on the scene despite life-saving attempts by first responders. A 4-year-old boy is injured after accidentally shooting himself with his father's gun in Gwinnett County. Police say it happened as the child was playing in the man's car and found the gun in the console. The boy shot himself in the finger. He was taken to Children's Health Care of Atlanta for treatment. We're working to find out from police if the father will face any charges. At the trial of the father of the accused Appalachia High School shooter, the jury hears about confusion in the moments leading up to the shooting.
An Appalachia High assistant principal describes what seemed a race against time after a first-period teacher alerted Dee Martin she thought her student had a gun.
I could tell that she was distressed.
Martin describes trekking to the counselor's office where the teen said he was going and learning he had access to weapons, looking for his photo, combing surveillance video, even pulling out a student with an almost identical name. But she never got his description from his teacher. Colin Gray attorney Jimmy Berry asks Martin,
what time did the shooting actually start, if you remember?
10:22.
So he had been missing then for 32 minutes, correct?
Correct.
Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A woman is dead after a house fire in Forsyth County. The fire started early this morning at a mobile home on Setting Down Road.
When our units did the initial attack and got the fire knocked down, very shortly on, they in fact did find the body of a deceased individual.
Division Chief Jason Shivers with the Forsyth County Fire Department says the woman is not yet identified. Her body has been taken to the GBI crime lab. Several pets also died in the fire. The cause is under investigation. High school athletes in Georgia could soon have to undergo additional health screenings. Legislation passing the House unanimously today sets clear standards for these health checks.
Basically, it has to be a doctor, a DO, a nurse practitioner, a PA, to be able to conduct those exams. We also require a cardiovascular screening to make sure there's nothing wrong, as much as we can, to detect any kind of problems with the heart.
State Representative Rick Townsend says this is especially critical during football season. Parks in the city of Atlanta and DeKalb County are getting some upgrades.
$3.5 million from the nonprofit Park Pride is being dispersed to several parks that could use more money, according to federal data. Director of Grant Making and Implementation Andrew White says Ellsworth Park in Atlanta is one of 19 spaces seeing improvements.
They're going to get all new play equipment, and they're also going to redesign the entire hillside. There isn't a very good way to get like a wheelchair, or if you're mobility challenged, or if you have a stroller.
Since 2021, they have put over $10 million into parks that community members say need some TLC. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Keeping my eye on a crash inbound on the West Freeway, Bill. They're still in the left lane, but thankfully the tow truck is loading up these damaged vehicles. 20 eastbound past Riverside Parkway, exit 46, still keeping you on the brake pedal from Thornton Road. Exit 44 there in Lithia Springs. Down by the airport, crash still working in the right lane on the 285 eastbound outer loop ramp to I-75, exit 58. So the right lanes are slowing back through those airport tunnels, just trying to get on to I-75. Plenty of delays through downtown Atlanta, Isabella Rodriguez.
It is busy in downtown. 7585 northbound in South Atlanta is slow starting around University Avenue, exit 244, and it stays heavy as you head north through Midtown past North Avenue, exit 249. And we're also seeing I-85 slowdowns running slow as you come down into Midtown. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies, warm and humid this evening with a stray shower possible. Lows will be in the mid to upper 50s. Tomorrow climbing to a high of 75, even with the cloudy skies. Scattered rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder on Friday morning. Daytime high 73. More rain showers and thunderstorms for Saturday morning, drying out in the afternoon with highs in the upper 60s. Cooling down significantly on Sunday, partly cloudy with a high around 55.
Right now it's 66 in Brookhaven, 64 in Lithia Springs, and 67 in Fayetteville. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Dr. Joe's with us. How are you, Dr. Joe?
I'm happy as I could be.
Are you happy? Are you healthy?
I'm getting happier every day, I think. I'm really enjoying this chapter in my life.
Really? Are you coming out of your funk?
Yeah, it's a good time to be me. You
I
know?
mean, you were a little bit of a funk. I mean, it's relative, but I mean, you weren't ever like depressed, but you're a little you got a little funky there for a while.
He's not affected by the beef prices.
It doesn't affect me any, you know.
Oh, but Dr. Joe was waiting in the bullpen as soon as Wes got out of here. He was
Oh,
ready to go.
Oh,
man. Bring in the righty.
That's
Sounds
right,
like
man.
Dr. Joe is blooming.
Yes.
In spring, as we get close to spring.
Yes, I'm coming out of these
Still a month or
sad.
so away, but you know, I mean, we're starting to smell. We're going to start to sniff.
Smith.
Sniff.
We're all smithing.
We're all starting to smith the spring. And Dr. Joe's there. Can I tell you something, Dr. Joe?
Yeah, please.
Can I complain about my wife to you?
Please. We've known each other long enough.
Sure.
I think we're at that level of friendship.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the doctrinaires and the entire audience can be a part of this too. Because, you know, I love my wife. We're very close to 40 years together.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
And so yesterday, I got my hair cut and I got my beard trimmed.
Mm-hmm.
And I got home late. Usually I'm home by like 7:40, but because of this, I didn't get home till like 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
And so right there, you would have thought, oh, something's up.
She's
about
out
an hour late.
Catting around, yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. It'd be a quick catting around.
Tom,
20 minutes.
He still gets home by 8:30. It's not that bad.
You're working out with RFK?
Yes, and Kid Rock. So, you know, I get home, we're talking, blah, blah, blah. I keep waiting for her to go, hey, you get a haircut? You get a... I go the whole night. She doesn't mention it. So my wife doesn't even notice. When she gets her hair done, she, oh, wow, that looks
better
good.
say something.
Which one's the wife again?
No, you've met her. You've met her.
Shorter one, yeah. The
So shorter one.
Yeah,
Shane.
Stephen guy.
Jane.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yes.
Who's behaving like the wife here?
Are you saying I'm acting like the wife?
Yeah.
No,
usually-
listen, I'm not talking about drafting
Slow
up.
in the uptake.
I'm not drafting divorce papers here.
Well, no, but usually that's hey, you didn't say anything about my hair. I got it done today.
I
Look at
just
this shit.
no, I didn't want her to tell. I didn't want it like that. I just thought it was interesting that it wasn't even like a. Well, hey, you got a haircut. Like that's all I.
And women are usually more. They have
Yeah.
more global thought process. They
If
notice
they're
more things.
interested in you.
Oh, that's the difference.
no.
She called me and noticed my haircut. I don't want to say
Yeah,
anything,
that's
but
right. She's telling all the neighbors
Eric,
how
you
great
might,
their hair
you
is.
might be cooked, man. You might be cooked.
Might be cooked. Maybe.
Did
maybe
anybody here notice that Eric got a haircut?
I knew he got one because he said he was getting one.
I didn't notice.
Jared did.
The second I walked in the door, I
You
said, "Hey,
didn't
your haircut
notice,
looks
huh?
I
good."
didn't notice.
Yeah, well, I know why I didn't marry you. I understand.
Eric then
I would
proceeded
think my
to.
wife would notice.
Well, at least you weren't triggered by it, George, because after I complimented his haircut, he then proceeded to trigger me, saying, "Oh, but my beard, I can't get these corners of my beard." And I'm like, "Oh, as somebody that's never been able to grow a beard before, thank you for saying that. Thank you, Eric,
you
for
saying
saying that."
I was.
It was triggering.
I was
yes.
big timing you.
You were.
You was facial hair big timing you.
Might be being called to HR for this one.
This guy's almost 40 years old. He can't grow a
I
full
can't.
beard.
It's a tiger's
Nor does he
right.
realize how lucky he is. He doesn't have to
Oh
waste.
my
Well,
God,
that's
yeah,
true.
it's true. Yeah.
That's the best part, actually. All right, Dr. Joe, we're not here to talk about my wife or my beard.
It's important stuff, though.
Although my wife has been called my beard.
Yes.
You're here because it's Wellness Wednesday,
Yeah.
and it's time to get into all things wellness. You know that crazy, weird, throw-all kind of phrase,
It's a trend.
wellness.
It's trending.
Is it still a trend?
Still a trend. People want to, especially at our age, people
Hey.
start thinking, I'm going to die soon. I got to do
look,
something.
man. You're an influencer with the nutrition and all that.
Yeah.
You know this guy that everybody loves. He was at Epstein Island and all that kind of stuff. Maybe you could step into his place. That Peter. What's his name? Peter Attia. What's it called?
I'll step up.
What's it called? Peter Atria? You know about this, George? How do you not know about this?
No.
This guy's like, he's on 60 Minutes or something, CBS News. He's the big lifestyle, live forever kind of guy, influencer.
He's wrapped up in Epstein.
Oh, big time, and in the files. And then they figured out that at one point in his memoir, he was like, "Oh, this is one of the worst weeks of my life. My newborn son he literally had heart failure." And he's like, I was so busy in New York City with my job and my career that I couldn't get back for 7 days or something. Now the emails come out from Epstein, and it turns out, no, he stayed on Epstein Island for those 7 days
He was
while
busy.
while his
Was.
infant son was suffering from heart failure. And he kept his job. See, he's still at CBS.
Dr.
Yeah.
You know what,
So-
I did
Oh, yeah,
hear about-
I know who you're talking about now.
yeah, that guy. Can you believe that?
I'm ready to step in.
He's
Put
a
me in,
good
coach.
doctor.
Yeah.
He's certainly a well-rested doctor.
That's right, yeah.
All right. What's the first item up on Wellness Wednesday?
All right, we'll go over to the advice section of the Detroit News, which has been serving Michigan since 1873,
Who
guys.
gives a damn?
You heard of Dr. Keith?
Get a room, Andrews.
To coffin?
Yeah, get a coughing room.
Get a coffin?
Yeah.
A coffin.
I appreciate you turning the other way, though, being I'm sitting next to you. I didn't.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he
Sprayed.
didn't do the millennial thing where he wrapped his arm around his face.
Sprays all over the place.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
It's
What?
gross.
Dr. Fauci said it works.
Yeah.
We can trust him.
Well, it was Obama before that, because before the COVID, remember in the Obama administration, didn't we have a little bird flu scare or something? Some kind of SARS.
Pigs.
And,
We did have SARS.
Yeah, and I remember he did a video where he showed kids what to do. And ever since then, when you're president, you have influence.
Yeah.
You know? So do it next time. I don't want your stuff.
Is that when he wore the tan suit?
And the mom jeans?
Yeah.
I think it was all together.
Same day.
Same day. Let me get my most embarrassing stuff out the way. All right.
All right, so this is in the advice section of the Detroit News. Dr. Keith Roach, Dr. Roach for short.
Oh, he's a stoner.
Oh, man.
This Dr. Roach right there.
Roach.
You got to save the roaches. And then when you run out, you can just, roll a joint from the resonate.
Doesn't it sound like a local dealer would get that name?
Yeah.
Hey, man, we're going to see Dr. Roach.
Dr. Roach. Go get the goods from Dr. Roach. Dr. Roach is...
I remember what Dr. Roach said to me when I brought a friend. Is he cool?
His advice column this week says the poop sweats occur in the body as a reaction to defecating. Is this true, Dr. Jones?
First of all, I don't know what that is. That term, poop sweats.
Well,
so it happens while you're going
like
to the
meat
bathroom.
And he said in the body or on the body?
As a reaction occur in the body.
Well,
it's in
before
the body.
before it sweats, it starts
It's
on the
in.
inside.
Out.
In order to
It
get to
comes
the
out.
outside,
Yes.
it starts on the inside. So, without being too scatological with our humor,
Yes.
exactly what is this?
Well, what happens is going to the bathroom is a parasympathetic function. Now, there's two types of nerves in your body.
Means there's two people at all times,
Para, yes,
and they
two of them.
sympathize with
yes,
one
and
another.
they say, I agree with you, yes.
Yes.
No, sympathetic
poop
nerves
now.
speed us up. Parasympathetic nerves slow us down.
Okay. What's the first one again?
Sympathetic.
Okay.
Sympathetic and parasympathetic. So sympathetic speeds you up. So right now, you're in a sympathetic mode. You're thinking, you're acting, you're moving quickly. But parasympathetic functions are going to the bathroom, romance.
You have
sleep.
to relax your body to make it
Yes.
work.
That's why if you're stressed out, romance is not usually it affects function.
What if she's stressed out at the same
Same
time?
thing. Yeah, women.
Maybe you could meet each other.
Women are always in the parasympathetic mode. Men are in the parasympathetic mode until they reach. And then they switch to sympathetic, and then afterwards they shift back to parasympathetic, and that's why many times men go to sleep.
You said afterwards.
Afterwards. I'm from New Jersey. Hey, you got a problem with that? I'll meet you outside,
Well,
pal.
it could be seen as like the Taylor Swift song.
Afterwards.
Afterwards.
That's right.
That's her
yes.
next song.
Yes.
Dr. Roach, do you agree with this?
I don't know, man.
That things are great, though.
You know what you shouldn't do is mix the two, unless you're into it.
But, so exactly. So what would it be?
So what's
the
happening is going to the bathroom is a parasympathetic function. It's supposed to be relaxing,
Yes.
calming.
Yeah.
If you have to bear down and strain,
Yeah.
you're kicking it.
Don't do
Don't.
it.
That's right. You'll tear things, rupture
Don't do
discs.
it. I've learned my lesson on that.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
do it.
I've had people with ruptured discs come in. When did it happen? On the bathroom.
Yeah.
They bore down. Bore down? Is that right? Or bear
Isn't
down?
that part of how Elvis died?
Yeah, may
Well, I
have.
don't think,
Could
I
have
think he
had a
had
stroke.
impacted colon.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Try one more time. So, yeah, you're
Was it
switching
red?
from sympathetic. Oh, my gosh.
I didn't hear that.
I said, was it red? I'm not talking about the color. I'm talking about the person. All right,
Yes.
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so you're supposed to be in parasympathetic mode. When you're bearing down, you could switch to sympathetic mode, and then you start to sweat.
Okay.
Yes, so you're messing with your.
I don't know that I've
sympathetic
ever had those outside of like being like severely hungover or something like that.
Like
going to the
meat
bathroom.
sweats with something too. If you eat too much meat, you break into
start
that
sweating
sweat.
meat?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've heard about meat sweats. I've never had it.
It tastes good.
Yeah. The sweat?
Oh, yeah. You
Oh,
look it
no.
up. Yeah.
Eric, you strike me as
Great sirloin.
if you had to go number 2 in a public bathroom with others around because you had to.
First of all,
I
that
feel like
doesn't
you would
happen.
sweat. I feel like you would sweat.
No. See, I'll tell you what happens there. The handful of times in my adult life that I have actually done that means there's no alternative. I can't wait till later, and that means there's no stopping it. So there's no.
So it's all parasympathetic.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my God, if I don't go in there and do it, it's going to happen here. So there's no sweats because it's like, oh God, I just have to do this, and it's round. That's
done.
how I describe it.
In and out.
Just sit down.
Should we talk about
the actual sound.
Yeah.
Talk about bidets after this now? Can we talk about bidets?
Autumn loves a good bidet.
Oh, bidets are the best. Absolutely.
But I maybe.
Yeah?
Maybe.
You're open to it, huh?
It's got to be one. One part of me is. Alex Williams is now keeping an eye on 285.
Not an awful one, Eric, but we are seeing some brake lights. 285 westbound out of Sandy Springs toward Cobb and I-75 Truist Park. On and off the brakes from Georgia 400 over to I-75. Staying sluggish southbound through Smyrna Vinings as you head down to I-20. Over into Cobb County, 285 eastbound. We'll call it sluggish from Ashford Dunwoody Road through Dunwoody and into Dorville. Then the brake lights grab you again just south of I-85 as you head down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway in Clarkston. Better news on I-20 in Cobb County, Isabella Rodriguez.
That's right. We have positive progress in Cobb County. A crash right next to Six Flags has cleared and all lanes are back open. However, still expect a slow ride coming out of Lithia Springs as conditions continue to improve. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit MAD.org. From the Trustdale.com 24-hour traffic center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
News. Major sinkhole in southeast Atlanta. Weather.
These temperatures for that are about 20 degrees below average.
Traffic.
New crash in Kennesaw.
Everything you need to know before you start your day.
Triple Team Traffic checks I-75 for you.
Atlanta's morning news. Tomorrow starting at 5.
Wake up with 95.5 WSB. How Atlanta starts its day.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed right here on 95.5 WSB. Chris, you've talked for years about the importance of having a financial plan in place because it gives us that roadmap for the journey of retirement. That helps us navigate the ups and the downs, when life doesn't go to script. But hey, when can we ever count on life to go according to script?
Yeah, it never does, but we can script it out for you financially. And this is a pretty robust offer that we would present to you today. The first step is you call us or you go to unleashyourmoney.com and click that Portfolio X-ray button or the 401k X-ray. That'll allow us to do about a 10 to 14 page report. We give it to you. It assesses exactly what's included in your financial life, all of your investments. From there, if you want us to take step 2 for you, again, completely complimentary, free of charge, we will build you an income plan to replace your paycheck in retirement. That income plan also includes tax strategies, which are extremely important for people in today's environment. Then if you want us to take the final step, we can fold all of that into a full financial plan and map it out for the rest of your life or until age 100. All 3 of those offers, completely free of charge, completely complimentary. I would start with that Portfolio X-ray. It'll take us a few hours to generate the report. We do all that behind the scenes. We give it to you in a half an hour, 45-minute meeting. Very valuable information for you to have on your ready and take home with you.
Call the Hoffman Financial Group today, 770-580-2024. That's 770-580-2024 or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Access to affordable credit helps me pay my employees, but I don't really need it.
Inflation is killing me. But who cares? Big retailers are making record profits. That's why we support the Durbin Marshall credit card bill.
See? Banks and credit unions help small businesses make payroll. This bill would cut the vital resources they need,
while increasing megastore profits. They deserve it, don't they?
Tell Congress, stop the Durbin Marshall money grab for corporate megastores.
Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
I don't know what happened, but these days, people seem to go straight to the worst-case scenario. Okay, the garage door stops going up and down, and they think the whole thing is trash. No middle ground. It's the garbage or nothing. Perfectly good door, perfectly good motor, and you spend thousands of dollars you don't even have on a new one, instead of just fixing the part that's broken. Ugh. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. If you crash into your door, okay, we're probably going to have to replace it. But almost any other failure can be fixed with a partial repair, saving you thousands of dollars. If your door won't go up or down at all, it could just be a broken spring, and the motor and tracks are fine. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it right. And, don't crash into your door.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
What if you could buy a flippable, two-sided mattress made with the finest materials that cost less than other luxury brands? This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory, and this is exactly what you'll find with our new Orthos line available exclusively at OMF. We build these by hand using premium materials like wool and cotton. It's old-world craftsmanship with modern comfort. Our most extraordinary sleep system. Built locally at a price other luxury brands just can't match. Visit the Original Mattress Factory and experience the Orthos line for yourself.
Unlike myself.
Who's going to tell you to put your headphones on?
Dr. Joe, tell people how they can get more Dr. Joe.
Sunday nights, 8 to 10, right here on WSB. I'd love to have you tune in. We take calls, unlike Eric, who doesn't
Don't
like.
grovel.
No, I'm
Don't
just
grovel
trying to be
with
nice
the
to you. I
people.
know you
no,
got,
not to the people. I'd love for you to.
Oh, to them.
No,
Okay.
no. You just
kowtown
say,
to
hey,
you.
if you're not listening to the Dr. Joe show, that's your loss.
That's right. Your problem.
Not pretty, please.
And if you have any health questions, because last week we had a lot of questions after the show.
Oh, yeah?
Go to my website, drjoe.com. It says ask a question. Any health question, send it to me. I will answer it personally for you. drjoe.com.
Is that a guarantee?
That's a guarantee. Promise you.
And Dr. Joe did bring me some organic coffee because he knows I'm always going to have my 2 cups a day.
That's right.
But he claims that they spray the coffee with all the
pesticides and everything. Right, exactly. So
and now, if they say that this is organic, we just believe them. Do we know for a fact that this has never seen a pesticide?
we have no way of proving it. But if you don't have organic coffee, you know it's been sprayed.
Okay, so I've got a chance of this not being or not being sprayed as much.
Yes.
Smells good.
Smells
now I
good.
got to go out and get one of those Keurig things where I can pour ground coffee into the thing.
Stefan, do you have one you could loan him? Okay, here.
Absolutely. I'll bring one in.
There you
No
go.
problem.
Oh, good. Next week.
Yeah. I got one that's like on its last leg. The plastic's breaking off. I was going to throw it out anyway. That'll be yours.
You can
Lost
buy
the spring.
Thank you very much.
Just think about it, Eric. Every time that you make that new organic coffee, all of the coffee beans that it came from, they were all smiling. They were all smiling
they're like,
when they were
we're so
harvested.
happy.
Thank you. We're organic. Thank you.
We're free-range coffee, man.
That's right, man.
We were allowed to run around, raise
Happy
our
little
children.
beans.
Yes, happy little beans.
And makes happy coffee. And we figure all of us rely on you for our well-being, of course.
I'm glad
and
somebody's finally saying
realizing
it.
And so we want you to be around for a while.
Why don't
Yeah,
you
keep
tell
that kissing
Kenny?
noise going. Yeah. And so we want you to eat and drink good things so that you
Yeah.
stay around longer, so all of us can feed our families.
I don't think that's true. I think Jared and Tim meet together, and can we push him off the side?
Oh,
of the
they would
cliff?
love-
The show is
all the
obviously
time.
ours
All the time.
once he goes.
Don't go hiking.
Every Tuesday we have our evil plan meeting.
Yes. Don't go hiking with these two. Oh, Eric, look, step back a little bit. I want a picture.
I'm not going hiking, so that's scratch that out.
One time I was many years ago before a show. It was me and somebody else who would be on the show from time to time. We had breakfast together. It's like everybody in the show, and we started complaining about somebody connected to the show. And in the middle of it, this person who would only join the show every once in a while said, "I know a guy who'll kill him for like $500."
Wow.
Two things happened there. One was, I can't believe you said that. Secondly, I live in a world where somebody will do that for $500. My goodness.
Wow.
All right,
That's
real
really
fast.
low.
That's
For
what I'm
a car
saying.
payment.
So I guess it's a competitive industry. It's kind of like, I think you can find people on Fiverr. One more thing for Wellness Wednesday.
All right,
Quickly.
from the health section of the New York Post, your bedroom temperature could be putting your heart in serious danger.
Okay,
This is according to a new
very
study.
quickly, what is the optimum temperature? Something below
75. Below 75.
I keep mine very, very cold, much colder than that. Here's my question.
Yes.
I would say my bedroom is probably, with the fan on, probably about 68 degrees while I sleep. Now, I cover my body up,
Right.
and my body gets warm, but I like my head to be cold. Do I still get the advantage, or is
Yes.
it hurting my heart because the body's
You're
warm?
still getting the advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, then I'm going to keep on doing it.
Keep you around forever.
I heard the optimum once was like 64 degrees. I'd be freezing. All right, Dr. Joe.
Thank you.
Have a fine week. Alex Williams says 85 is troublesome in Gwinnett.
Yeah, all crowded up with the volume this afternoon. Eric, 85 northbound. The brake lights will find you right around Chamblee Tucker Road, trying to get through all that merging madness from I-285 spilling onto 85 north. And the brake lights will stick with you as you head up to Beaver Ruin Road, then improves up into Duluth. And a little bit of a slow zone between Duluth and Swati on 85 northbound, from Sugarloaf Parkway up to Highway 317. 400 northbound, I'm still watching some volume in Sandy Springs from 285 to the North Springs MARTA station. And then a tap of the brakes again out of Alpharetta into Forsyth County from Old Milton Parkway up to McFarland Parkway. Checking the ride on I-75 in Cobb County, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
In Cobb County, I-75 northbound, we're watching volume-related delays. Those start past Windy Hill Road, exit 260, and they don't ease up as you make your way into Kennesaw by Kennesaw State University. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties and get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. From the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Hey friends, it's Mark Aram, and this is for all my listeners who are struggling with hair loss. I'm sure you've tried the lotions, pills, creams, and potions. With so many options and doctors out there, who are you going to trust? What's really going to grow your hair back? The Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair is an incredible breakthrough. Receding hairline, thinning hair, bald spots, Advanced Hair offers a simple, quick, one-day treatment that begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. And get this, Advanced Hair even guarantees your new hair will grow. Works for men and women across all ages, and there is no one in hair restoration I recommend more. For your free consultation, call 470-660-HAIR. If you move forward, you'll also receive $500 off. 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with a team that has redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that guarantee. Check out incredible before and after pictures at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
Hey folks, it's Scott Slade with another great tip from my friends at Myland, Atlanta's local experts for home loans. So many people have credit card balances they don't pay off every month, which can make the first part of the year more stressful than it should be. The guys at Myland say a great product to use to reduce the amount you pay is a home equity line of credit, or HELOC. This allows you to use the equity in your home to pay off high-interest credit card debt without touching your first mortgage. HELOCs are typically easier and faster to close than a full mortgage, so you can expect to get cash much faster. Whether you want to pay off debts or handle large expenses, HELOCs can be a great tool to use. To find out if one is right for you, call Myland at 770-817-2000. That's 770-817-2000. Or online at myland.com. Spell it M-I-L-E-N-D. And please tell them I sent you. NMLS and Georgia Residential Mortgage License C148769, located at 8995 Westside Parkway, Alpharetta, Georgia 30009. Myland is an equal housing lender.
The garage door springs that come standard with most homes don't last. And when they fail, it's not just inconvenient, it's dangerous. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello at A1 Garage Door Service. Our springs are the toughest in the industry, backed by our lifetime warranty. That's right. Fix them once and you're covered for life. Don't risk your family's safety or your peace of mind. Let A1 replace your springs before they become a problem. From repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one.
A1 from day one.
The word Del Bar in Farsi means beloved, and that's what Del Bar Middle Eastern Restaurant is all about. Serving Mediterranean dishes from wood-fired grilled meats, seafood, and chicken to their iconic basmati rice. Del Bar is an unforgettable experience.
I'm Faris Kargar, and I'm the owner of Del Bar Restaurants, and I personally invite you guys to come in and experience our Persian hospitality to capture your heart and enjoy a memorable experience.
See what the buzz is all about. Visit one of their 3 Michelin Guide-recommended Del Bar restaurants. Google Del Bar Atlanta today.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top local story. The state levies a massive fine against the co-founder of the Georgia company accused of running a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme.
We followed the law and we followed the process. And we're following the money trail.
Secretary of State Brant Raffensperger says his office is imposing a $500,000 fine against Brant Frost V for his role at First Liberty Building and Loan. Raffensperger's office says they continue to work this case and additional filings are expected soon. It is 67 degrees in Atlanta. We could hit the mid-70s tomorrow afternoon. When do the rain chances ramp up again? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Witnesses at the trial of Colin Gray, the accused Appalachia High School shooter's father, described confusion on the morning of the shooting as they searched for the teen shooter. The boy's first period teacher went to Assistant Principal D. Martin to share suspicions the boy had a weapon in his backpack.
She said that it was awkward and heavy and had a poster board with a sock cap on top.
The defense points out Martin didn't ask for a description of the boy. She ended up pulling the wrong student out of class because his name was almost identical. 42 minutes passed before the first gunshots. Help wanted in Forsyth County, where hundreds of poll workers are needed for upcoming elections.
Forsyth County needs some 600 poll workers to help at 30 polling places in 4 advanced voting locations. The first election day, May 19th, and Director of Voter Registrations and Elections in Forsyth, Mandy Smith, saying,
in our case, a little extra wrinkle is that week,
That's when a lot of graduations are happening.
So that may mean those who would ordinarily be available may not be that week. She says there are over 182,000 registered voters in Forsyth. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Metro Atlanta is considered ground zero for corporate landlords, and state lawmakers want to change that.
The legislation, which is cleared a Senate committee, would limit corporations to owning no more than 500 single-family rental homes at any one time. Senator Greg Dolezal is the bill's sponsor.
We believe that these institutional funds are putting single-family home purchasers, the American family, at a disadvantage.
The measure would not require current investors who own more than 500 homes to divest those properties. It's estimated that a third of the single-family homes for rent in Metro Atlanta are owned by a handful of companies. At the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
The Atlanta-based CDC has a new acting director. National Institutes of Health Director Dr. Jay Bhattacharya replaces Dr. Jim O'Neill, who served as acting director of the CDC from August of 2025 until he stepped down last week. Mark Zuckerberg in court today.
Mark, are you excited for your testimony? Mr. Zuckerberg, did Meta purposely design the platform to harm children?
The Meta CEO met by reporters prior to his testimony in a landmark trial in Los Angeles involving social media addiction and kids. Zuckerberg was grilled about internal documents showing millions of young kids are using his platforms and about emails allegedly saying the company enticed tweens to become customers. The Atlanta Opera begins work on its new home at Bobby Jones Golf Course.
The new facility will marry a brand new performance space with the 1941 clubhouse, which hasn't been used in a decade.
We are thrilled to save this beautiful Greek revival facade that the building has and expanded in the southern part of it into the Beltline.
Atlanta Opera's artistic director, Tomer Zavulun, says the building also will have offices, classrooms, and a recital hall. Completion is expected in the fall of 2027. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
Watch your speed in Decatur. The city council approved 5-mile-per-hour reductions on the speed limits for sections of major roads last fall, and they're now in effect.
Changes included in the recommended ordinance will reduce the posted speed limit from 35 to 30 miles per hour and from 40 to 35 miles per hour.
City Assistant Manager Kara Scherer says the changes are on portions of Claremont, Scott Boulevard, College Avenue, Candler Street, and Commerce Drive. It is 5:34. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, new trouble in DeKalb County. Got a crash I-20 westbound at I-285 exit 67. It's knocking out the right lane, and as you can expect in that work zone, the delays are stacking up quickly back toward Panola Road. 20 eastbound, just a little slow, not terrible though, from Wesley Chapel for the ride out to the mall. It's Stonecrest. And the West Freeway, 20 westbound, nothing to worry about there. Eastbound's where we're watching the brake lights from Riverside Parkway where the earlier crash cleared. You'll stay a little sluggish over to I-285, the west side perimeter. Keeping an eye on the ride through downtown Atlanta, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
We are still dealing with volume delays on 7585 northbound in South Atlanta. That slow ride starts around Langford Parkway and it stays heavy heading up towards Midtown past North Avenue exit 249. And also on 85 southbound, it's also slow from the Georgia 400 split and it stays with you down into Midtown. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple team traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies, warm and humid this evening with a stray shower possible. Lows will be in the mid to upper 50s. Tomorrow climbing to a high of 75 even with the cloudy skies. Scattered rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder on Friday morning. Daytime high 73. More rain showers and thunderstorms for Saturday morning, drying out in the afternoon with highs in the upper 60s. Cooling down significantly on Sunday, partly cloudy with a high around 55.
65 in Decatur, 66 in Hampton, 64 in Beaufort. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, what's better than candy and roses? How about the safety of your home and family? It's Chris Chandler for TE Certified Electrical, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. They love your home, and they keep my electrical system healthy and safe. TE Certified showing you even more love, too, with a $59 whole home electrical safety inspection. And if you need repairs, get $100 off. Hurry, though. Offer ends February 28th.
TE Certified. We love your home.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live teams who come.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax
stop.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live, every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply or price stopped. Opt out.
Mom, can we do pizza night tonight? Not this week, sweetie. Payday's not until Friday.
Hey, we don't have to wait. We qualified for up to $750 before payday with Current.
$750? Before payday?
Yep, we set up an eligible payroll deposit and qualified for in advance. No hassle, no credit checks. And with their sign-up bonus, we got an extra $75.
Pizza night!
Need money before payday? Current has you covered with up to $750 in paycheck advances when you set up an eligible payroll deposit. And right now, get a $75 sign-up bonus. Current, the banking app that gives you more for your paycheck. Text LIFE to 323232. That's LIFE to 323232.
Paycheck advances offered by FindCo Advance LLC, a financial technology company, not an FDIC-insured bank. Eligibility and available amounts may vary and are subject to change at any time. For full terms and conditions, visit current.com/radio or call 1-888-851-3177 for more information.
We're good. Nothing went out.
Are we good? No microphones were up when I dropped that F-bomb?
I wasn't listening.
We're good.
You didn't hear anything in your headphones?
Why did you curse?
Because I am angry.
Was his liberal brain.
Yeah, you know how it is. I got TDS. It makes you angry all the time. You don't know what the hell you're doing or talking about. All right, speaking of angry, Yamamoto over here, Mr. Anger, still really mad at, is it Eileen Gu?
Yes.
Sorry.
What kind of goo? The American trader.
All right. Yeah. So Eileen Gu was born in San Francisco. Her mom was Chinese. Her dad was not.
Allegedly.
I guess her dad.
She grew up in American school and grew up here.
Right. And this is the second Olympics in a row that she has chosen to. She's a great skier, and she has chosen to ski for the country of China, not the United States of America. Now, if you ask me about it, I go, yeah, I think that's kind of crappy. It's not something that I would adore and think is great. However, I'm just getting to an age where things like this can't bring anger out of me. Like, I think that's stupid, but how does it affect tomorrow for Eric Von Hessler?
You just need to listen. You need to listen to her speak. That's the issue that I have.
Why?
She's
she has an accent, Jared?
No.
Wow.
It has nothing to do with her accent. It's
she would have like a San Francisco.
Yeah,
I know. I was just trying to
it's like a Valley
more
girl.
controversial.
She sounds like a Valley girl.
No, I'm saying like if you were thinking of California accent, more Valley girl, but it's she's so full of herself, and that's what I struggle with her.
So hold on. This is an athlete that's full of themselves, and you can't handle that?
But it's not just that. It's
in the Olympics.
It's the fact that she's full of herself. She grew up in the United States of America. She benefited from American schooling.
Yes.
And then because China was willing to fork out more money for her, then she said, oh, okay, I'll go over there and be the big fish in the small pond, which China does not do well in the Winter Olympics compared to the pretty big pond over there.
NIL, name, image, likeness.
But in the U.S., with how great she is as a skier, she would have gotten those great endorsement deals, and she would have been a standout athlete for the U.S.
That, and I think it's kind of crappy. I don't know why that she would do that, but it doesn't. I don't know. I'm just at a point in my life where things like this don't bring up anger. I just go, all right, that's confusing, but does it affect me? No.
Listen to her speaking earlier today. So
we have the country. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but it's being disassembled and sold for parts right here at home. So the idea that you're going to take all of your anger out on this person who made this decision that I find confusing and whatever. But
a combination of things is what frustrates me about her. Let me at least play some audio for her. Maybe you'll understand where I'm coming from. You'll hate her too.
Because
she's been
Are
like
you trying
this.
to convince me to hate her? Is that what you're
doing? Your voice cracking.
I don't believe in hate.
So earlier today, she was asked about winning silver instead of gold, right? And the question was a little bit loaded from the reporter. I'll give it that. And this was her response. And she was like this. She was arrogant in the last
Olympics. Sometimes you overreact.
She was like this. Listen to this.
We're going to listen to this, and it's going to be like, huh? Why
I love America so much.
Listen to the arrogance from her.
Do you see these as 2 silvers gained or 2 golds lost?
I'm the
most decorated female free skier in history. I think that's an answer in and of itself. How do I say this? Winning a medal at the Olympics is a life-changing experience for every athlete. Doing it 5 times is exponentially harder because every medal is equally hard for me, but everybody else's expectations rise, right? And so the 2 medals lost situation, to be quite frank with you, I think is kind of a ridiculous perspective to take. I'm showcasing my best skiing. I'm doing things that quite literally have never been done before, and so I think that is more
She's
than
only
good
23.
enough. But thank you.
All right, now hold on. I just want to say this. Play the beginning part there.
Do you see these as 2 silvers gained or 2 golds lost?
I'm the most decorated female free skier in history. I think that's an answer in and of itself.
Stop. That tells me, that sounds like Trump. Why isn't she skiing for America?
I know, right?
That does not sound... Now,
I shouldn't dislike her as much as I do.
I get what you're saying. I think you are kind of keying in on her a lot. Now, there's nothing that she said that isn't true.
No, and like
but
I
it
said,
does sound like she's
23.
bragging. Yes.
You know, she's young and probably dumb.
She should be
like
proud
that.
about it.
Huh?
I think she should be proud about it.
That's, yeah.
And, you know, in the way she speaks, she has a little bit of eloquence to her and a little bit of the ability to speak, unlike certain people who go over to Europe and try to speak in front of Munich.
It's just AOC just got a stray from an Olympic
that was
discussion.
A bullet right there.
I'm just saying that she doesn't sound, it didn't sound arrogant to me. It sounded
No?
confident.
Are you kidding me?
Well, the laughter, the first part. Now,
Oh,
when she goes on to kind of lay out the resume, that's a little more reasonable. But
Yeah.
the
That
maniacal
was
laughter
fake.
followed by I'm the most decorated. You know, that's a little arrogant. But it doesn't
You're
make
fake
me.
sports.
It doesn't make me hate her. I just wonder with that. That to me sounds like a very 2026 American attitude, not Chinese.
Yeah, in a way. It's
So-
very much very Trumpian. That's a good point.
I
you brought
think
up.
if you asked Trump really, he might say, "Oh, I'm disappointed. She's going for the other side."
Love her
but
attitude.
he would say,
Gotta love the confidence.
She got the bag.
She won.
She got the bag.
yeah.
Trump likes people who are successful. How are you successful in Trump's mind? You have wealth and/or power. So I think ultimately he can say what he wants publicly, but deep down inside, he probably admires the fact that she went for the money.
I like
Because-
skiers who don't get caught by Vietnam.
J.D. Vance was asked about her situation too.
Oh, this guy is so boring.
Oh God.
What? He's so boring.
He did a very political response to it.
Was Peter Thiel? Does Peter Thiel have a hand up his backside?
Yeah.
Probably. So he was asked about Eileen Gu performing for the Chinese.
Eileen,
Well, look, I have no idea what she should.
I have no idea. Well, I'm from Ohio.
You think Ron Howard feels really stupid for making that movie?
Well, look, I'm not gonna. I have no
I'm not
idea what her status should be. I think that's ultimately up to the Olympics Committee. I won't pretend to wade into that. I certainly think that somebody who grew up in the United States of America, who benefited from our education system, from the freedoms and
like what
liberties
Jared
Where
that
did
make
you
this
steal
country a
that
great
from?
place, I would hope that they want to
He's
compete
right.
with the United States of America. So I'm going to root for American athletes, and I think part of that is people who identify themselves as Americans. That's who I'm rooting for this Olympics.
She's American.
Wait a minute. He just
I love
admitted.
her laugh.
He just admitted something there.
What?
From the right, he believes that you can be what you identify as.
Yeah.
Oh, good point.
Huh?
I identify.
She should hang out with Tucker.
Yeah, seriously.
And Kamala.
Go on. Yeah, they should do a threesome.
They should.
Panel of 3.
Yes, that's exactly
That's what I was
you
getting
meant.
at, not the other
no.
thing. That's covering up the fact that, of course, she is disappointed for not getting golds. Why wouldn't she be? She's working toward golds.
She's the most decorated female skier in the
Well, she
world.
did fail to win the gold again, and you can't.
Good. I'll be pulling for anybody against her every time.
Michaela Schifrin had a good day.
Yeah, she finally won one.
So there's a little more about the Olympics.
What about the figure skater that has TDS? She came in 19th.
It was probably the TDS that
That's
was weighing her
probably
down.
weighed her down.
All right, I saw that. Alex Williams says there's a crash on I-20 in DeKalb.
Yeah, right smack dab in the work zone, Eric. 20 westbound at I-285 exit 67. It's in the right lane, and it is really jammed up that ride back to Panola Road exit 71, so just be mindful of that. If you're traveling I-20 eastbound, that ride's not too bad heading out to the mall at Stonecrest. 285 westbound, the outer loop tapping the brake pedal from Riverside Drive over to I-75 in Cobb. You'll stay sluggish southbound through Smyrna Vinings down to I-20, the West Freeway, and some northbound delays heading up through Vinings to Cobb Parkway. Checking 285 over on the east side is Isabella Rodriguez.
We're watching a slow stretch from I-285 eastbound, the inner loop from Georgia 400 down to Peachtree Boulevard exit 31. After that, 285 southbound, it's in good shape until you reach I-85 northbound exit 33, where you're hit another slow zone heading down towards Highway 29. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
WSB is looking for a home for Pam. Chris Chandler here from Atlanta's Morning News. She's our WSB Dog of the Month with Paws Atlanta. Pitty mix, mid-size, good with kids, about 7 months old. Meet Pam at WSBRadio.com/dog. Our sponsor, Finley Roofing, pays the adoption fees. WSBRadio.com/dog.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Our website has always been ngwindows.com, and now our company name is the same. It's Ted and Jonathan, and North Georgia Replacement Windows is now NG Windows.
Shorter name, same great stress-free experience. Our Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows are not big and bulky, and now neither is our name.
We love it so much we upgraded our jingle.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
When you decide to buy a natural diamond, remember Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort is an authorized Hearts on Fire jeweler. Every Hearts on Fire diamond is a piece of art, carefully and thoughtfully selected and crafted, worthy of the kind of special occasions that come along a few times in a lifetime. My friends at Tara Fine Jewelry will show you how to accurately compare diamonds with their famous personal service, so you'll know you're making a good decision. You'll see why I've been a Tara Fine Jewelry customer for over 25 years. Tara Fine Jewelry in Beaufort.
I don't know what happened, but these days, people seem to go straight to the worst-case scenario. Okay, the garage door stops going up and down, and they think the whole thing is trash. No middle ground. It's the garbage or nothing. Perfectly good door, perfectly good motor, and you spend thousands of dollars you don't even have on a new one, instead of just fixing the part that's broken. Ugh. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. If you crash into your door, okay, we're probably going to have to replace it. But almost any other failure can be fixed with a partial repair, saving you thousands of dollars. If your door won't go up or down at all, it could just be a broken spring, and the motor and tracks are fine. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it right. And, don't crash into your door.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
This month, Pure Talk is honoring Jackson and Lincoln by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is honoring Benjamin Franklin by charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G service. What's up with that? Ben Franklin wasn't even a president. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be in business with an American wireless company that supports our vets in a big way and keeps all their customer service in this country. That's important. And you'll be on the same towers the big carriers use, so you'll get the same 5G service without the inflated price. So hang on to your Benjamins and switch to Pure Talk for a Jackson and a Lincoln. No contract, no hidden fees. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and you'll get 50% off your first month when you switch. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, for an American wireless company that is truly unprecedented. Pure Talk.
Are your floors looking tired, scratched, or just dated? You don't have to wait months for a beautiful new look. At Peach State Hardwood, you can start your flooring project in 1 week or less. With expert installation, lifetime craftsmanship warranty, and an in-house team that handles everything, from moving your furniture to cleaning up after. A stress-free home refresh is closer than you think. Peach State Hardwood, beautiful floors, zero hassle, ready in a week. Schedule your free estimate today at peachstatehardwood.com.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
All right, let's take a couple minutes on this whole Stephen Colbert thing that I really have been kind of... There's something at the center of this that makes no sense to me, right? So Stephen Colbert was going to interview, what's his name, Tallarico?
Yeah, from Texas.
There's a primary going on there between Jasmine Crockett and a few other people for the in order to run against the, is it Cornyn?
I believe it is that
senator, but they've got a primary. He's being primaried as well, right?
Yeah, by Ken Paxton.
Right. So Stephen Colbert a couple nights ago in his monologue says, I can tell you who isn't going to be here. We did an interview with this Tallarico, and CBS told me I cannot run this interview. And the reason being they're worried about the FCC and equal time, which is a weird situation. Late night shows used to not be in this category, but they have been since like 2005 or so, where you don't have to give equal time. Now the FCC is coming in and saying, you know what, we're changing that. We're going back to the old way. Now, this is the thing I don't understand. He says, you know, they didn't want me to talk about it, and that's why I'm going to talk about it. Now, this has been 2 nights in a row that he's done this. I don't know if most people realize this, but unless they've changed things, these shows are usually taped at about between 5 and 6, between 5 and 7 p.m. Eastern time. There's always, in case craziness happens, these shows are not live. The network has hours from the time the studio audience walks out at 7 p.m. They've got until 11:30 p.m. to decide whether or not to put this show up on the bird and let everybody take it. So if he came out and said, they don't want me to talk about it, but I'm talking about it, CBS could have just, and if they really didn't want him to talk about it, they just could have racked up a rerun and tossed that out there. They didn't do that. So I find that very strange. Another thing is, when it comes to this Tallarico, Stephen Colbert is trying to influence this primary by having him on, because most Democrats believe that if this guy gets the nomination, he's more likely to win in the general election than Jasmine Crockett is.
Correct.
So there is the thing. I mean, part of all of this is that Colbert is trying to help the party of his choice. He's American, fine. He's trying to help the party of his choice by giving some national exposure to this person in a Texas primary that most people think could win a Senate seat. This is for the Senate or no?
Yes.
A Senate seat, which if the House is gone, and but if the Democrats pick up the Senate as well, that will just be huge. So Stephen Colbert is trying to help and this guy and influence an election in Texas. The question is, now the FCC says, well, we're going to go back. That used to be late night shows were in this category where you didn't have to equal time. We're going to go back to the way it used to be. Now the real question is, FCC also has radio. Does that mean every right-wing talk show as well, when they have, you know, their favorite candidate on from whatever? Is the FCC going to broadly apply this to every right? By the way, talk radio and Rush Limbaugh happened when we got rid of the equal time rule. AM radio was the most boring place on earth with nothing but gardening shows because no producers wanted to deal with all the equal time stuff.
Right.
It was the dropping of equal time and Desert Storm happening at the same time that put Rush Limbaugh on the map. So There's a lot of moving parts here, but I'm not buying that this is a war between Colbert and CBS because ultimately they had hours to decide not to run the show, and they ran the show. Alex Williams is watching Downtown right now for you.
Absolutely, Eric, and we're watching the slow ride into the heart of the city. 85 southbound, the brake lights starting just south of Georgia 400. 75 jams in around Howell Mill Northside Drive. All that about adding a 20-minute delay to your ride down to I-20. Not any better northbound, 75, 85 northbound. That's bumper to bumper from University Avenue up to Peachtree Pine Street. Watching trouble on I-20 in DeKalb, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
Drivers heading out of Decatur were watching a crash on I-20 westbound, right at I-285, that's exit 67. It's blocking a right lane, and those delays stretch back towards Panola Road, exit 71, and slowing your ride into Stonecrest. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a Reliable Protection Plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Just want to clarify here. That was the fairness doctrine, but the fairness in fairness doctrine ultimately meant you have to have the other opponent on.
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm, under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 404-208-3300. That's 404-208-3300.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach your friendly live agent. Donation's super easy and your car can be picked up by tomorrow. Call now or go to carsforkids.org.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
If you have Medicaid and are new to Medicare, you may qualify to enroll in a Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan with a lot more benefits like dental, vision, and hearing, along with helpful support when you need it most. Now is the time to see if you qualify to enroll. It only takes a few minutes to find out if you're eligible. Our licensed sales agents are ready to help you understand your options. So this Medicare planning season, we can help you plan well. Learn more at humanaduals.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a dual-eligible special needs HMO SNP plan with a Medicare contract and a contract with the state Medicaid program. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story, the co-founder of a Georgia company accused of running a $140 million Ponzi scheme is hit with new criminal action and a massive fine from the state.
Investigators say Brant Frost V violated state law through his actions at First Liberty Building and Loan. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger telling me in a one-on-one interview he's recommending Frost for prosecution, and he's levying a $500,000 fine against him.
We'll continue our investigation. We are following the money trail. The record keeping wasn't the best that could have been, but our forensic auditors, they're the best that are out there, and that's why I hired this team.
He says that money trail is likely to lead to similar orders in connection with this case. At the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
67 degrees in Atlanta, cloudy but staying warm tomorrow when we could hear some rumbles of thunder. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. This is all new at 6 o'clock. 4 of the nation's top traffic bottlenecks for trucks are right here in Metro Atlanta. Rebecca Brewster with the American Transportation Research Institute says it's the first time in the history of their survey. Georgia's had 4 locations in the top 10.
So our number 3 overall truck bottleneck in the country is at Spaghetti Junction at I-285 at I-85 North.
She says the Cobb Cloverleaf at I-75 and 285 is not far behind, followed by I-20 at 285 on the west side. I-75 in Henry County also makes the top 10 for the first time based on trucking speeds. A toddler is shot and killed on Sandalwood Drive in Sandy Springs. Officer Jarrell Green with Sandy Springs Police says they believe this was an accidental shooting.
When they arrived on scene, they found a juvenile, a two-year-old male inside of a home, suffering from a gunshot wound. The juvenile has succumbed to his injuries.
He says it appears the boy found the gun and may have shot himself. At the trial for the father of the accused Appalachia High School shooter, jurors hear about the confusion in the minutes before the shooting.
Though a teacher's suspicions were raised in first period when a teen asked her about Appalachia High active shooter drills, precious minutes passed before the shooting. Assistant Principal Dee Martin says the distressed teacher came to her office at 9:40, detailing the kid's backpack.
She felt like there was definitely something in there.
Martin went to the counselor's office, scoured surveillance video, went to the teen's classroom, couldn't find him. She tells defense attorney Jim Berry.
Did she give you a description of him?
No.
Did you ask her?
No.
The search was still underway when the first shots rang out at 10:22. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A deadly mobile home fire in Forsyth County.
We did have a fire this morning that took the life of an adult female. Along with her, there were multiple pets that we found that were lost in the home also.
Division Chief Jason Shivers with the Forsyth County Fire Department says it happened on Setting Down Road early this morning. The woman not yet identified. Her body's been taken to the GBI Crime Lab. The cause of the fire under investigation. A new effort at the Gold Dome to bring down insurance costs in Georgia. House Speaker John Burns says a package of bills increase fines for companies who violate state law, cracks down on insurance fraud, and requires companies who collected excess profit to offer premium relief.
These measures directly address many of the most pressing challenges leading to higher insurance costs in our state.
Georgia has long ranked among the top states in the nation for insurance costs, though some companies have recently offered some relief. Big bucks for parks in DeKalb County in the city of Atlanta will help with some TLC.
19 parks have been chosen by the nonprofit Park Pride to receive $3.5 million in improvements. Director of Grant Making and Implementation Andrew White says many community members put in a lot of time and resources to ask for these grants.
It changes the way people see their neighborhood park. It changes the way people use their neighborhood park.
He says updates could include anything from redesigning walkways to spaces getting more benches. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Unfortunately, sounding a travel advisory now on the East Freeway, DeKalb County. Bill, it's a crash. Wasn't a right lane, now 2 right lanes blocked. That means only a left lane open. 20 westbound at I-285, exit 67. You are jammed back before Panola Road. Exit off there. Even before that at Evans Mill, you can head north and use Covington Highway as an alternate. Trying to get down to I-20 in DeKalb County via 285 southbound. We're still watching a bunched up crowded ride there as well, leaving I-85 in Tucker down to Memorial Drive, exit 41. Then it improves after that down to I-20. Checking 285 on the west side with the help of Isabella Rodriguez.
And for drivers in Sandy Springs, 285 westbound, the outer loop, all lanes are open right now, but you'll still hit some volume-related delays as you head towards Cobb County approaching I-75. That's exit 20. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies, warm and humid this evening with a stray shower possible. Lows will be in the mid to upper 50s. Tomorrow climbing to a high of 75, even with the cloudy skies. Scattered rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder on Friday morning. Daytime high 73. More rain showers and thunderstorms for Saturday morning, drying out in the afternoon with highs in the upper 60s. Cooling down significantly on Sunday, partly cloudy with a high around 55.
63 in Alpharetta and in Mableton, 65 in Peachtree City. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
That's right, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Wow! And that's the dulcet tones of the great Greg Russ, who's here to help us deliver what I think is going to be, of course, a smashing hour of radio. But first we have to deal with this.
Eric, you've been busted.
All right, that last stuff I was talking about, I got it completely and totally wrong. I conflated the fairness rule with the equal time rule. Fairness rule, just you're talking about issues, then you have to have other voices on those issues, competing voices on those
Point
issues.
counterpoint, which is
Right.
boring and why
Right. Why the AM radio didn't do it at the time.
Right.
Equal time is specifically if you have one candidate that is qualified and running for office, you must have other candidates as well. I feel like an idiot, but remember this. I'm always looking for the positive. At least I made Kenny laugh. And you know what? Laughter is what brings us all together. So, all right, Greg Russ, if I'm still feeling this humiliation, I might have to use the old Greg Russ thing, which is when you feel like when you said something really stupid and a lot of people have heard it, then what Greg does is he goes home and he turns his shower on very, very hot. And then he sticks his arm under it for not that long, right? Just a few seconds, right?
Yeah, look, I'd like to clarify.
Yeah.
Usually the moments where I am the most ashamed, they hit me while I'm taking a shower. That's when I'm reflecting on my life and all the times I've screwed up and been a big idiot. So it's just convenient that I'm standing in the shower and I can turn off the cold water and scald myself. It does solve that problem immediately.
You know, it detracts. It makes you think of something different than what's, your brain is full of all this stuff that says, you're an idiot, man. You're an idiot. And this will make you think of something else if the water's hot.
Not the same commitment as a hair shirt, though.
No, he's not willing to commit. That's for sure.
Yeah.
A hair shirt. That must have been fun. It's a shirt made of hair.
Well, I would speak right away. They put that on me. I'm like,
Is it a shirt? But before I go and say something else stupid, I don't even know really what a hair shirt is.
Stefan?
Yeah, sure. It's a shirt made out of what is it? It's a very coarse animal hair, and it is just itchy as all get out.
Okay.
And the whole reason that you wear it, actually, it's usually self-inflicted. It's a mea culpa. It's, It's to atone for sins.
Oh.
And,
all right. Give me a hair shirt.
It's one of those things that monks probably started.
Yeah.
Because they got nothing else to do.
That's right. They're hanging around.
Self-flagellation.
That's
so
right.
yeah, exactly.
I looked at food today. Where's the hair shirt?
Exactly.
So if somebody get me a hair shirt, I'll wear it over my
I'll see if they have them on Amazon.
fairness. Yeah, see if you
No, don't go to Amazon. I was about to say, don't get a cheap one.
No,
If you're gonna
no,
do
you want a
that,
good
do it
one.
Right.
Oh,
Spend the money on the coarsest hair you can get.
Greg's fancy New York City hair shirt show.
Listen. What you do when you look up hair shirts on Amazon, if you go to the left, usually you can decide which area you want to be in. Just the most expensive, $1,000 or more. Then you get a quality hair shirt.
Well, the first thing that pops up is a T-shirt that says "Best hair ever." And
That could be a hair shirt.
Yeah, it's a hair shirt.
Yeah, they don't sell them, unfortunately. Here's one that you might like.
What is that?
A little mankini.
Oh, nice.
Oh, is that what that is? Like a Borat thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I do need one of those.
See if Temu
Summer's
has one.
coming.
Summer's coming.
It ain't gonna wait. Summer's coming.
Borat.
Craig.
What a movie. I've
Yes?
got no quotes from that movie. Nothing popped to mind when you said Borat.
Can you believe I've still never seen it? I've never seen
It's
it.
fine.
First one's funny.
I have that intrinsic thing. I don't like to watch people make fools of themselves. So I just don't have it in me. I know a lot of people love it. It's like, oh, there's a guy. I just can't. So it's not like I don't like pranks. I feel like that was a very high level pranking.
Oh, it's trolling to the nth degree.
And I'm not a fan. Like whenever you hear these stories, Mel Gibson, he's a big prankster on the set. I would hate to be on that movie. I don't like pranksters.
Is that what he did to Winona Ryder? It was a prank.
I don't know. What did he do to her?
He called her an... I can't say it on there.
Well, this is the whole thing online now. Social media is people go screw with other people in grocery stores and, put a bucket over their head and really scare them. And then when the person gets angry, they just say, it was a prank, man.
Yeah.
It was a prank.
Yeah, I when I was a kid, I didn't like Candid Camera. This is something that's
Why
just deep.
not? What was wrong with it?
I don't like to watch people being told one thing and it's something else.
Then you watched the movie on HBO. We had boobs in it.
Oh, really? That was Candid
we
Camera.
thought it would be funny to have an elevator open and there'd be a naked lady on it.
I bet you people reacted.
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. Smiles.
So this was the unexpurgated.
It was a Candid Camera
Candid Camera.
movie.
What was that guy's name? Alan
Funt.
Funt. What a name. The word fun's
Gotta
right
be
in there.
very careful.
Candy Camera. You were not around with.
No,
Candy Camera.
I've seen Candy Camera before.
Like really like the old one, or like a new version.
I think there
of
must have
it?
been a new version because I
Yeah.
remember in the '90s watching it.
They did a remake, or a reboot.
Didn't they do one
what? Yes.
With, didn't they do one with what's his name from Star Search and
Ed McMahon?
McMahon?
Did he do one?
And
Look
Dick
that
Clark?
Up.
No,
Okay.
that was bloopers, bleeps, and blaffers.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bloopers, bleeps, and,
And
blunders.
blunders, yeah.
Thank you.
What about that Ashton Kutcher?
Punked.
Punked
Oh,
was
yeah.
basically that was basically a modern at the time version of Candid Camera.
And he got Taylor Swift. I remember that one episode.
I think it might have been
Was
that
she 10?
terrible year
Yeah.
that Lauren Michaels wasn't at Saturday Night Live, and they did a parody of Candid Camera. And one of the things they did was
There was
before
3 years.
Huh?
That
Was it 3 years?
3 or 4. Yeah.
Well, in that nobody likes that era.
Yeah.
But within that era, I think they had they did the Candid Camera thing, and before a guy eats his salad at a restaurant, they heat up the fork to like 300 degrees or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
This guy has no idea.
Wasn't it Joe Piscopo doing Alan Funt?
Yeah. It's just now that's and I would imagine by the time you got to Punked, you were getting pretty close to that.
Yeah.
Because Punked came along, I believe, was it before or after Jackass? Jackass kind of moved everything up
It was
to
before Jackass.
Really?
I think.
Once you got
I
to
don't think so.
Jackass, once you got to Jackass, now the stakes were like somebody's got to get hurt. It can't just be.
Well, at
you
least
know,
they were
At
hurting
least
themselves.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were choosing to hurt themselves.
No, I know that, but when I was in L.A., I read I met this person who was pitching a reality show at the time, and they showed me their pitch, and this is when the reality shows were really starting to crank up, and it was like. I read this thing and I'm like, I think people will die if you do this, you know. But they're going in for a pitch. They can't walk in there weak or whatever. And I remember her saying to me something like, "We have to make it in New Mexico because their laws they have lax laws surrounding." That's great. At that point, is anybody really having any fun? I don't know.
Jackass was first, by the way, year 2000, and then Punked 2003.
I know. I was shocked. I thought that Punked was before.
You got it
Because I just
all.
remember it being on like UPN or something.
What was
They were
it?
both on MTV.
Yeah. But we're getting everything wrong. I thought
I
once
don't
I,
know.
once I
My brain is
apologized.
dead. It's fine.
Okay, I mean, once I apologized and did my mea culpa, then don't throw new stuff on the Barbie.
I'm sorry.
Well, if there's rules, the rules stipulate that if you talk about Punked, you have to talk about Jackass.
That's right. Right.
Tim is absolutely right.
And
yeah.
also, if you're having a rough day, I'll bring up crocheting or something like that, and you'll know. Boom, go in.
Okay.
Go, because you're not even if you're delirious, you're not going to get stuff about crocheting wrong.
I don't think so.
You're an expert.
Single crochet, double crochet, half double.
All
Well, how can we
fascinating.
play a crochet prank on you? We change your crochet hook to some knitting needles.
Yeah.
It explodes.
Yeah, you could give me a pattern, and I think I'm making something else, but then at the end, hey,
Oh.
it's a middle finger.
We got her.
I didn't know.
Hey,
I didn't know.
what the heck?
I know I was crocheting a swastika. We really got her.
Confirmed Nazi.
And then, and the whole thing is that you have to wear it.
Yeah.
And you don't know what it is. We just, the idea here is we want to see how other people react to it before you know what it is. That's all. Kind of the new Die Hard.
Yeah.
3. See how long you last.
I gotta watch. If anybody wants to laugh, you gotta watch the beginning of that. Was it Die Hard 2 where he
Die
does
Hard
it?
3.
Die Hard 3.
The sandwich board.
Yeah, you gotta watch it on
Yeah.
like TNT, like a commercial.
Yeah, what's it
television.
say
change
on
it
regular
to?
TV?
It says something so I can't even remember. It says something like.
I hate Mondays.
It's literally, it's like that. And then everybody in the neighborhood flips out and Sam Jackson has to take him into this to protect him. And you're like, well, it doesn't really, why would anybody get that angry that a guy was walking through the neighborhood?
It says, I hate everyone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
They changed it to.
Alex Williams says there's a crash on I-20 in DeKalb. Come on, Alex. This has been a while. Let's move this along.
Well, you bringing the good luck here, Eric, because they just pulled away from the right lanes here. It was in one right, then two right, now gone. I-20 westbound at I-285 exit 67. So the delays quickly improving, leaving Panola Road coming over from the mall at Stonecrest to that east side perimeter. Great news to see there. 285 southbound. Still watching the slow traffic between Tucker and Clarkston. Most of it is going to be between La Vista Road and Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. We found the reason for the slow traffic on the west side perimeter, Isabella Rodriguez.
That's right. In West Atlanta, road work has been set up on 285 southbound, the outer loop just past I-20. It's blocking a right lane, and that's causing delays back towards Atlanta Road, exit 16, as you head out from the Smyrna Vinings area. This report is sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Seafood savings at Whole Foods Market. Save 20% on sustainable wild-caught Chilean sea-based fillets with Prime through February 24th. While supplies last, shop in store or online. Terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
I need your attention.
Where you're going is a given.
Use caution as you travel through the area.
How you're getting there.
Major slowdown.
That's the question.
The outer loop slow as you leave Truist Park.
Before you hit the navigation
And so maybe jump north of there and use La Vista Road.
Listen to the people you trust.
Unusual delays with the direction of this crash.
Updated traffic as often as you need every time you listen.
Following extreme delays.
More experience, more reliable, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Triple Team Traffic.
And the delays are growing out of
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
Hey, what's better than candy and roses? How about the safety of your home and family? It's Chris Chandler for TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. They love your home, and they keep my electrical system healthy and safe. TE Certified showing you even more love, too, with a $59 whole home electrical safety inspection. And if you need repairs, get $100 off. Hurry, though. Offer ends February 28th.
TE Certified, we love your home.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Hi, it's Sue from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minute. Over the past 30 years, we've seen countless lives change for the better and health issues greatly improved, if not completely resolved, by customers changing their diets, starting with real bread. At the Bread Beckers store in Woodstock, we can teach you how to make real, delicious bread loaded with fiber and nutrients from real whole grains. A healthy, affordable solution for your family that can change your lives. For various customers, we've seen cholesterol levels drop 85 to 100 points in just 1 month, blood sugar stabilized, anemia corrected, and hundreds of stories of warts going away. In one case, as many as 500 warts gone in just 2.5 weeks. I have a degree in food science, and for more than 30 years, I've studied the incredible health benefits of whole grains and real bread. Let us help you take the first steps to better health. Visit breadbeckers.com or our Bread Beckers store in Woodstock.
It's Eric. I had a house that was built in the 40s, and all the settling over time, the foundation, it started cracking. We could see the cracks of the walls. The doors started sticking. We knew there was a problem. Took us a long time to find someone to help us. Well, you don't need to take a long time. Go to Engineered Solutions of Georgia. They're the only foundation repair company in the entire state of Georgia with a team of licensed engineers on staff giving you the highest quality work for your home from the start.
Dial 678 ESOG now.
The perfect match for your next roof is Fenley Roofing. Fenley has already helped over 65,000 Georgia families and has over 2,000 5-star reviews. So you'll be sure you get your roof done right. Learn more at FenleyRoofing.com.
Even if you've given up on your New Year's resolution, one health habit that's easy to keep is Active Liver from New Nordic. Active Liver protects your liver so you can enjoy life to the fullest. Online at Amazon or in stores at CVS, Wegmans, and now GNC.
Also, I believe George Clooney has said that he will. By the way, we're just continuing a conversation that you as the audience didn't hear the beginning of. But I believe Clooney, and I respect this, has basically said, I'm not going to be in movies where my wife or girlfriend is 20 some odd years younger than I am, like everyone else, which I respect. Autumn, do you respect it? Do you think he's a swell guy for that? Or are
I think
you
that's
not?
kind of nice. I think that's reasonable and something that would help the audience.
It never goes the other way.
15 is his cutoff now?
Yes, I don't know. He's basically saying,
yeah.
How old is he? At a certain point when you're an actor.
He's 64.
Yeah, it's time to play grandpa.
Yeah, that's fine.
He could have a 40-year-old wife, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Look at
What,
Bill
are you gonna do the
Belichick.
Bill Belichick story?
You gotta go a little lower.
I know, but
If Bill Belichick wins a national championship at UNC, there will be a movie about that.
Have you
There will be a movie.
Have you No, there's going to be a movie about these two. If he never wins, there's going to be something. Isn't there like a Meghan Markle Harry movie out there?
Probably, I'm sure.
There will be something.
Well, I'm sure there's already some parody on Lobster Tube.
What is Lobster Tube? Do I get to keep my pants up when I look at that one?
Nope.
Oh.
It's an aggregator.
Oh, really? What is it? What does it do? Is it seafood oriented?
Is it like RedTube and YouTube
Yes,
or
that's
PornTube
exactly
or
what it is,
Hub
yes.
or whatever?
Really? I've never heard of it.
How are you bringing it up? Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that there's probably a parody.
Don't
because they
listen.
always-
There's a window behind you. Don't bring it up.
He just has the.
I just did the Google search on the name. That's
okay,
that's,
all right.
That's
That's
a
a
lot. Yes, it exists.
It's a
Has this
real
been
thing.
around?
They think I'm-
Has it?
yeah, it's
Well,
fine.
I don't know. Has it been around forever, or is it a new
Yes,
addition
it's
to
the Big Bang. It
Oh.
was the first
Ah,
porn
I get
site.
it.
At least somebody gets it. I think that's the important thing, is that somebody gets what's going on this show. Well, because I was just recently, when you think about things, that there aren't enough outlets for porn online.
I don't
so
think
it's nice
so.
to know.
You're right. You're right.
It's
There's
so
aren't enough.
difficult to find.
Well, in Georgia, you got to put in your driver's
Oh,
license.
VPN. It's called a VPN.
Driver's license.
Grow up. The world sees me as coming out of some other state where you don't have to do that.
How many sites actually force you to do that?
I think the big ones do if you don't have a VPN, like the Pornhubs and the ones that are known.
No, Lobster won't do it.
Yeah, Lobster. Nobody even ever heard of them. So
till now.
Well, Greg,
Enjoy.
you just gave him a platform.
Well, I'll have
public
you.
service. These are the public airwaves.
That's right. You're helping people out.
Delivering on my obligation.
As I said, it's
Should I
very
submit this to FCC?
difficult. It's very difficult to find that stuff online, and anytime you see that someone new on the block is joined to distribute this filth, it's good to know. You don't want filth to be not distributed.
Right.
What good is filth if it's not out there for the
It
masses?
festers if you don't spread it out. It
Yeah,
festers.
that's right.
Thank you. Girl Jared hates. I forgot her name.
Her name
Well,
is
one of the other things,
Eileen
Jared.
Goo.
Yeah, Goo,
Eileen
I don't
Goo.
know if you knew that she said this, Jared. Goo said that one of the other reasons she's skiing for China is they've never had any idols. The girls in China have never had any Olympic idols to look up to in the Winter Olympics. So she's designating herself that Olympic idol for the Chinese.
You know,
Wow,
some
how
of that,
modest of her.
Some
I bet
of that
in
is
the paper
because
they put a mustache on it.
Yeah.
some of that is because for so many years the government
Yeah.
had a policy with little girls.
Yeah, I wonder
Seriously.
why.
Yeah, I wonder why they're in this situation where you get to where they're well, first you have to have a bunch of little girls, and then they have idols. So I guess they're just getting to that
They
phase.
also don't even have real snow. Like remember the Winter Olympics in Beijing?
Yeah.
It's the mountains are desert mountains, so they had to put all this fake snow on them, and the
Yeah, but
skiers hated it.
but people ski on fake snow all the time, right? Don't they? When they
The
go there?
Olympics.
No, not at the Olympics. You
No,
don't
if
want.
you go to
you
the-
would think that for the Winter Olympics, you want to be someplace that naturally has a bunch
Go
of
to like
snow.
Sugar Mountain up in North Carolina. Oftentimes
Yeah.
they have the snow blowers going.
Yeah.
Over there in Cashiers, they've got that
Stone Mountain.
They
Christmas
have
time?
Snow Mountain. Yeah, it becomes that.
China did have that
Atlantic
nuclear
Station.
reactor. Remember that nuclear reactor that was the background for a snowboarding event? I
Yes,
think it was?
yes. Yeah, no, yeah, they would go high up, and then you see that big nuclear reactor in the background. I just, what's happening at the Olympics? So Michaela Schifrin,
She finally broke the streak. She
She
won
did it.
gold.
Good for her. She got a gold in her like 8 years ago, right?
Right.
And then she has dominated the world as this whatever level of downhill skier she is, and just for some reason in the Olympics, even this Olympics up to this point, she seems to have a problem, but she went ahead and got a gold, right?
Yes, she
Well,
sure
good
did.
for her. We salute her.
And
I had
now-
to watch
the
enough.
U.S. hockey team.
Yes?
They were tied in overtime with Sweden. Looks like they won.
They did.
2-1.
They squeaked it out, and people have been getting mad at us when we reveal any of the Olympic
Oh,
scores.
what do you
or-
want? It's 2026. What do you wait? I want to watch it in prime time.
It's true. Spoilers. It's true. Like literally, I've gotten people on X. It's like, hey, tell Eric not to reveal that stuff, and I'm like, okay, we can't help it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm. What do you want me to do?
Talk about something else? That's not possible.
Yeah, I've run out of things to talk
Here we
about.
go.
Believe me, listen, when it's 6:20 and I start asking about the Olympics, that kind of means we've kind of run. This is the problem with this show. It's 3 hours on a rail, and then we hit that 4th hour. Somewhere around 6:15, I start looking, hey, we need some more energy, and then somebody else looks at me.
Site.
Somebody
I've got
says,
another site.
Oh, good.
Wank Spider.
Oh,
great.
From Washita
I believe
here.
that's a Wall Street site.
From Washita here. Here we go. This is from Friday. Thanks for ruining men's figure skating for me, Jared, this afternoon by spitting out what happened.
All right. Boy, how do you keep people happy? Trying to entertain you folks, but you're making it quite difficult with your attitude. You want me to give away? Maybe we give away tickets.
I hope the audience deserves these tickets.
I want them to turn around and start. They listen to us every day with hatred. I want them to like us, so maybe we'll give some. 2 tickets to see Chris Stapleton could be yours. He's appearing at Mercedes-Benz Stadium on Friday, August 21st. How do you get them? Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says there's construction on 285 in West Atlanta.
I'm going to have to delete that hockey game from the DVR when I get home now, Eric. We were watching that construction. It's in the right lane. Not used to seeing it set up at 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the evening, but nonetheless, they've done so. It's in the right lane, 285 southbound, the outer loop as you leave I-20 exit number 10. You're stacked up behind it from South Atlanta Road. Once you get past the right lane construction, a little bit more of it looks to be impacting the left lane, approaching Cascade Road, so a little bit of bobbing and weaving over there on the west side perimeter. Checking I-85 up toward the northeast part of town, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
It's a bit slow right now on 85 northbound as you come out from 285, but your ride starts to open up after you hit Indian Trail Road exit 101. Though the more from northbound you go, you'll run into another slow zone near Old Peachtree Road exit 109. That slowdown stays with you as you make your way into Swanee. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com 24-hour traffic center, 95.5 WSB.
Are your floors looking tired, scratched, or just dated? You don't have to wait months for a beautiful new look. At Peach State Hardwood, you can start your flooring project in 1 week or less. With expert installation, lifetime craftsmanship warranty, and an in-house team that handles everything, from moving your furniture to cleaning up after. A stress-free home refresh is closer than you think. Peach State Hardwood. Beautiful floors, zero hassle, ready in a week. Schedule your free estimate today at peachstatehardwood.com.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Access to affordable credit helps me pay my employees, but I don't really need it.
Inflation is killing me. But who cares? Big retailers are making record profits. That's why we support the Durbin Marshall credit card bill.
See? Banks and credit unions help small businesses make payroll. This bill would cut the vital resources they need.
While increasing megastore profits. They deserve it, don't they?
Tell Congress, stop the Durbin Marshall money grab for corporate megastores.
Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA
MCO.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, a new survey of the worst bottlenecks in Atlanta. Some of the worst traffic hotspots for commuters in Metro Atlanta are also among the worst for truckers.
Spaghetti Junction, the Cobb Cloverleaf, I-20 at 285 on the west side, and I-75 in Henry County all make it onto this year's list from the American Transportation Research Institute.
This is the first time in the history of this bottleneck list when Georgia has 4 in the top 10.
ATRI President and COO Rebecca Brewster says the Georgia DOT is doing construction to address some of these bottlenecks.
And the hope that we should all hang on to is that on the backside of those construction projects, our data has shown that truck speeds definitely do improve.
Only Texas has more truck bottlenecks than Georgia. Jennifer Perry, 95.5 WSB.
66 degrees in Atlanta. Wind-due rain chances begin to ramp up. Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. The state levies a big fine against the co-founder of the Georgia company accused of running a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says his office is imposing a $500,000 fine against Brant Frost V for his role at First Liberty Building and Loan.
And that's payable and due in 30 days. We also then recommended that criminal charges would be filed against Brant Frost V, and we sent that finding of facts also to the local Coweta County District Attorney's Office.
Raffensperger's office says they continue to work this case and additional filings are expected soon. A 2-year-old boy is dead after an apparent accidental shooting on Sandalwood Drive in Sandy Springs. Police say the child died on the scene despite life-saving attempts by first responders. The investigation continues as police try to determine the circumstances surrounding the shooting. With a big election year coming up, Forsyth County is looking for hundreds of poll workers.
600 may sound like a lot, but Director of Voter Registrations and Elections in Forsyth, Mandy Smith, says that's what it takes. Is it hard to find poll workers?
I'll be honest, it has been a challenge since 2020, honestly. So we've continued to sort of overcome that challenge of having enough poll workers.
And she says with the first election day being May 19th, there's an added hurdle since that's when there are a lot of graduations. But she's confident they can find the workers. Anybody interested can go to the Forsyth County government website for more information. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A disturbance on a Delta flight today heading from Houston to Atlanta prompts a return landing.
When we had a passenger get up and try to access the cockpit.
That audio from Broadcastify, Amber Ward was on the flight.
He stumbled to the back and just started punching everybody. And before that, he was trying to go to the cockpit. He was saying he wanted to speak to the pilot.
Delta Disputes reports the man tried to get into the cockpit. The reward doubles for information leading to the arrest of the person responsible for the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. The Pima County Sheriff's Office announces today an anonymous donation of $100,000, which is offered alongside the $100,000 reward from the FBI. Investigators are currently analyzing biological evidence found at Nancy Guthrie's residence in Arizona. 8 skiers missing after an avalanche have been found dead in California. Nevada County Sheriff Shannon Moon says one skier remains missing near Lake Tahoe.
We did have a conversation with the families of the folks that are still outstanding and let them know that our mission has went from a rescue to a recovery.
Moon says 6 people have been rescued. It took search and rescue teams hours to reach the survivors. High school athletes in Georgia could soon have to undergo additional health screenings. Legislation passed the House unanimously today requiring the health screenings, including a cardiovascular exam. State Representative Rick Townsend says this is especially critical during football season.
By this, hopefully we can eliminate or really lessen the amount of tragedies we have in the fall when you see the practice happen and things like that when it comes out.
The bill now goes to the state Senate. It is 6:34, time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. And Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Unusually slow west side outer loop of the perimeter build, 285 southbound. The brake lights hit you hard right around South Atlanta Road and South Cobb Drive. Due to really early construction, they've already set up in the right lane just below I-20 exit 10, so look out for that. Elsewhere, 75 northbound, leaving 285 up through Cobb, nothing to concern you. It's a smooth ride for the most part. Maybe a tap of the brakes in Marietta, and then again passing Kennesaw State University. 400 northbound, that ride is looking good from 285 in Sandy Springs up into Roswell and Alpharetta. What about downtown Atlanta, Isabella Rodriguez?
For downtown drivers, we're still seeing some volume delays on 75-85 northbound. That slow ride begins around I-20 now, and you'll be tapping those brakes as you head up through Midtown past North Avenue, exit 249. And on 85 southbound, you're also slow from the Georgia 400 split with the delays continuing down through Midtown. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies, warm and humid this evening with a stray shower possible. Lows will be in the mid to upper 50s. Tomorrow climbing to a high of 75 even with the cloudy skies. Scattered rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder on Friday morning. Daytime high 73. More rain showers and thunderstorms for Saturday morning, drying out in the afternoon with highs in the upper 60s, cooling down significantly on Sunday, partly cloudy with a high around 55.
63 in Noonan, 65 in Midtown Atlanta, 63 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
I don't know what happened, but these days, people seem to go straight to the worst-case scenario. Okay, the garage door stops going up and down, and they think the whole thing is trash. No middle ground. It's the garbage or nothing. Perfectly good door, perfectly good motor, and you spend thousands of dollars you don't even have on a new one, instead of just fixing the part that's broken. Ugh. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. If you crash into your door, okay, we're probably going to have to replace it. But almost any other failure can be fixed with a partial repair, saving you thousands of dollars. If your door won't go up or down at all, it could just be a broken spring, and the motor and tracks are fine. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it right. And, don't crash into your door.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Elevate your sleep experience with an adjustable bed and make everyday activities like reading, watching TV, and working in bed more comfortable. At the Original Mattress Factory, we know not all adjustable beds are created equal. You want one that has the features you actually need, like anti-snore and zero-gravity positions. We offer high-quality adjustable bases paired with a hand-built mattress, all at a factory direct value. And we have product in stock and ready when you are. Visit an OMF location to elevate your sleep experience today.
Some things get better with age, but not your home siding and windows. If your house is showing its age and needs a facelift, it's only going to get worse. New siding and windows are the perfect fix. Dave Baker here for my siding and window experts, Nelson Exteriors. With Nelson Exteriors, you choose the window that's right for your home and budget from many top-rated manufacturers like Anderson and MI. And Nelson is a licensed and insured James Hardie Elite Preferred Siding Contractor. For unmatched quality and craftsmanship, Google Nelson Exteriors.
Congratulations to Michelle Haygood of Gainesville. Won 2 tickets to see Chris Stapleton Friday, August 21st at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Greg, we're not pushing you out. You're to be a part of this conversation, but I wanted to bring, Greg sometimes gets a little...
So you're pushing me out.
No. I'm not pushing you out at all. Sometimes you push yourself out. And I just wanted to say that's not a situation that we're trying to create here. I want to bring in Shelley Winter because this is interesting to me. So you have been, especially when Trump was running for president, you interviewed him, and your show opens every night with him saying, "This guy's great," you know. And since he's been president, you've been somewhat critical.
Of some things, yeah.
Of some things.
Yeah.
You still consider yourself, I would say, a fan of Trump.
Absolutely.
But you've been critical of certain things on your show. And you used to always be invited when they had radio people and podcasters and whatever to the White House. Now, the last few months, you've been critical of some things. And so the president today, is it tonight in Rome? When is it? When is it? Tomorrow. So tomorrow in Rome is going to speak. And you thought it was just a matter of, I got to get my credentials, and then what happened?
So I got the email to get credentials to go up, and I said, it's Rome, it's afternoon, I'll go up there, get some man-on-the-street stuff, maybe see him speak for a little while, and zip down to the station there to get on the air by 7, and got my email back. I filled out the form and everything, got my email back, and it says, credentials denied. President Donald J. Trump's Air Force One arrival to Rome, Georgia. Thank you for your interest in covering President Donald J. Trump's Air Force One arrival to Rome, Georgia. We're unable to accommodate your request for media credentials at this time.
Now, how many times have you been credentialed for Trump events in the
Every
past?
time.
Every time.
Every time.
And
Who
so
decides on this?
Press, I guess, the press people.
Press agent, but it's, believe me, you know how this administration is. You know, there's a loyalty test, and you fell off the and in their eyes, because you were somewhat critical of some things.
Well, let me say this. I tonight, a shameless plug, I have Kelly Loeffler coming on to pregame tomorrow's appearance because she'll be speaking. So I got a call from her people, which I know them personally. I got a call from the RNC because they want to talk tomorrow night about their appearance tomorrow, and but nothing from the White House. And also, to add insult to injury, there was a Black History Month event at the White House with all my Black conservative friends who were there.
They were all invited,
and I filled out the form for that. I didn't even get denied for that. I don't even know because I never got an answer back. I filled out the form for that as well. Not that I was going to go, but I wanted to see it in case I decide to go at the last minute. I wanted to be ready. I filled out the form for that. I didn't even get an answer back for that.
So this is a situation, and you are still a fan of the president, but this is a situation you've been noticing an awful lot lately, and I believe there's this whole loyalty thing from Trump.
Or it's not from him because I don't think
he's the reason that there's a list.
That may be. That
he's
might
not
be.
looking over the list
That's
himself.
what I'm saying. That's what I was getting ready to say.
That's not happening.
Right.
But the person who does know.
Right.
That
Shelley
there's certain Shelley's not. He's not loyal enough. He's not. He may not be off the Trump train, but he's on the train. But he's not. He's starting to question.
At the station, and he doesn't know whether he's going to get on and stay on.
That's right.
That's right.
I get off at some stops, and I get right back on.
You're going to be on it for the whole ride, buddy.
I do believe.
I can't get off the train.
I believe in Donald Trump's mind, he is the manifestation of the United States of America. In his mind, if he perceives you as disloyal to him, you become MTG, Marjorie Trader. Because being disloyal in his mind to him is being disloyal to the United States of America. MAGA believes that too. If you disagree with MAGA, you might as well go sleep with Putin or somebody else, So I think that it's time, and what I want to happen is it's time for Republicans to put their you can't say big boy pants, their adult clothing on, and to go in and tell this president straight up, Mr. President, I'm a Republican. I voted for you. I want to help you. I am not loyal to you. I am loyal to my constituents. I want to see more of this. Enough pushback to make this man understand that he doesn't have a right to demand loyalty because he's ephemeral. It is the Constitution and it is the country that you have loyalty to. You don't have loyalty to any given president. You like them or you don't like them or you agree with them directionally. But no person, let alone a president, should demand that friends agree with them on every single thing they say every single time. That, Shelley, is unreasonable. And it's time for Republicans, such as yourself and others who are in office, to start putting it in his face. Hey, before the meeting starts, Mr. President, I want to tell you something. I'm a Republican, have been all my life. I voted for you. I am not loyal to you, not at all. I am loyal to the constituents back in my district or my state that elected me to this office. And when I believe what you want is good for them, you and I are working together.
Well,
but I'm not your child.
I get that. But here's the problem with that.
Smelly Winter.
Oh, no.
You got a nickname,
no.
Shelley. Smelly Shelley.
Here's the problem with that. When you're an elected official, you get to the point where my constituents want me to be loyal to you.
Sure.
So if you're an elected official, so the elected
if your constituents are in a cult.
Well, it doesn't matter. My constituent, it doesn't matter. So here's the point, though, and this is a real point, because this is what politicians are faced with. They're looking at a situation where I may push back, but then I get Thomas Massey treatment.
Right.
And then I'm primaried by $6 million.
That's when you got to.
Let me finish. Let me finish. So I get primaried. So if my constituents, if it's a representative republic, and my constituents all love this guy, and my constituents in a cult love him, won't get off the train, as we say. If they won't, I can't. Because I represent them.
No.
And that's the situation. You could stand up.
You can stand up and say, I will not live a life.
You won't. But if you're a representative of the people and the people in the 14th district love Donald Trump, then you better do everything Donald Trump wants you to do. Why? Because you represent those 14th district people. You could say at your home to your wife, man, I can't believe these people want me to do this, but they elected me. And they love him, so that's the situation. I am not in that position. I have a radio talk show, so I can go on the air and say, hey, I don't like X, Y, and Z. I like you, but I don't like X, Y, and Z. I can do that. I don't have a constituency. I just have a listenership. If they want to tune out because I do that, then I lose my job.
The concept there is that politicians should always follow their constituents. I think politicians, really great politicians, you're not going to go out there and be against your constituents, but there's a little bit of a balance that happens. They should elect you because they think that, you know what, he's a bit more competent at this stuff than I would be if I was there.
That's fair.
And you have to both kind of lead and be able to explain. Thomas Massey has won a lot of elections and some very contested primaries against him because somehow he's able to relate to his constituents when they disagree with him, but they still trust him as having something that whoever's running against him in a primary doesn't. And
it's true.
That's a class of politician. I'm not saying I love Thomas. I have problems with
I
Thomas Massey, but I don't know what you are as a human, let alone a politician, if you're just being kicked around by the White House and kicked around by your constituents.
I totally agree.
There's a middle way there.
I totally agree, but it's hard for a politician to buck up against the guy that all of his constituents like. You know what I mean? And not like, in this case, love.
Right.
And so it's tough for that politician. Where it becomes, I think, where our job is to look at that politician and say, well, wait a minute, you said you're going to cut spending. Now you're spending more. Or you said, and that's where we play a role, I think, to bring
that's
those
where he's
issues.
The politician's got to come back and go, yeah, because the guy you love is spending.
And that's where Thomas Massey becomes my hero.
Right.
And I hope he gets reelected.
Well, I don't like him, and I don't want him to get reelected.
Of course, because he's not loyal.
Well,
but
he's going to lose. Thank you, Mrs.
Democrats,
Abelson.
Democrats got all their own problems, and they were terrible when they were in power.
And they were just as loyal to Joe Biden.
Look, they were
in the beginning.
They were
not
as
at the
bad.
end.
Listen, I'm not. They were as bad.
I mean, they looked
I
at
didn't
this
like,
guy going crazy in front of them and said nothing.
Well, until really that debate in Atlanta, then everything changed.
I didn't like anything about that. All I'm saying is Donald Trump is wrong when he believes that he personally is the personification of the United States of America.
I can agree with that.
He personally is the Constitution of the United States of America. He will decide these things. Democrats can't push back. They have no legitimacy from their last time they were in power. It would take Republicans to say, stop telling me to be loyal, Mr. President, because I'm an independent thinking human being, and you can't have that. Impress me, damn it, and I'll jump in. Do things that impress me, and I'll be a part of it. But loyalty without any questioning? No. We fought a war back in the 1700s, all about dealing with leadership on those terms.
I agree. But I'm just saying it becomes tough for a politician to do that without losing his job.
I understand.
Or without the fear of losing his job.
I understand. But I do think that the next time they want you for something, you need to push back and say no.
Yes, sir.
I just think. I think that you should say, "Oh, you need me for something?" Sorry.
Yeah, unless it's a guest on my show, which I
right.
really need a guest on my show.
Oh,
all right, we are way late.
My credentials just got.
Sorry, it's not your fault.
My credentials just got approved, Shelley, so I'm good to go. I'll see you in
love you.
Loyal Jerry.
Call in.
Shelley's show will start at 7:00. Is it 04 or 6? I always get confused. Are you 7:04 or 7:06?
7:06.
7:06 this evening.
Kelly Loeffler.
With Kelly Loeffler. Alex Williams is taking one last look at 285.
That's right, and it's cleaned up for the most part around the metro area, Eric, but we're still watching the slow zone on the west side with that right lane construction set up. 285 southbound, the outer loop just south of I-20. I-20, so those cars ramping on from I-20 got to scoot over a bit earlier, and that's why it's really bunched up behind it back to South Cobb Drive. All that's left in DeKalb County is a few waves of volume on 285 southbound, the interloop between Tucker and Clarkston. But we found trouble on I-20 in DeKalb County. Isabella Rodriguez.
Yes, traffic trooper Sean let us know that drivers coming out from Stonecrest should watch for a crash on I-20 westbound just before Wesley Chapel Road, exit 68. It's blocking a right lane and causing slowdowns heading towards 285. This report is sponsored by Echo Park Speedway, home of the Auto Trader 400 weekend. Experience the thrill of NASCAR when the Cup Series returns to Echo Park Speedway, February 20th through the 22nd for the Auto Trader 400 weekend. Tickets are on sale now at echoparkspeedway.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the trustsale.com 24-hour traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration, and don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Your kid goes to bed a size 8 and wakes up a size 10. That's not magic. That's expensive. Unless you shop at Academy Sports and Outdoors. They've got undefeatable prices on all the best brands in sports gear, like Nike, Easton, and Baseball Lifestyle 101. And on the off chance that you find a better price at a competitor, Academy will beat it by 5%. That's their best price guarantee, which kind of is magic. Academy, fun can't lose.
This is Monica Pearson for My Plumber Superior Plumbing. The owner, Jay Cunningham, has been serving Atlanta for almost 40 years. They are Atlanta's plumber. Most other plumbing companies have been purchased by private equity conglomerates. Superior Plumbing is entrenched in the community, but the reason I chose Superior Plumbing is that they respect your time with on-time appointments and quality work done right the first time.
Superior, the honest one. Call 770-4222.
Coming up from the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, a Delta classical concert featuring Sibelius' Fifth Symphony. And a free festival celebrating Persian culture. Guest conductor Nicholas Collin pairs Sibelius with Ludoslavsky's virtuosic cello concerto with Kian Soltani. Before both concerts, enjoy a Strings of Persia festival celebrating Persian food and culture. Don't miss this concert and festival February 26th and 28th at Symphony Hall. Tickets are at aso.org.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply or price stopped. Opt out.
Mom, can we get snacks? Unless chips are on sale for $3.99, we're in a snack drought, buddy.
Hey, remember Current? They can get us up to $750 before payday once we qualify.
Wait, $750 of our money now?
Yep, and they're even offering an extra $75 sign-up bonus right now. Set up an eligible payroll deposit and see if we qualify for an advance. No hassle, no credit checks.
Gummy worms, here we come.
Current has your back with up to $750 in paycheck advances once you qualify. And right now, get an extra $75 bonus when you set up an eligible payroll deposit. Join the millions who count on Current when it matters most. Text LOUD to 323232 now. That's LOUD to 323232. LOUD to 323232.
Paycheck advance is offered by FineCo Advance LLC, a financial technology company, not an FDIC-insured bank. Eligibility and available amounts may vary and are subject to change at any time. For full terms and conditions, visit current.com/radio or call 1-888-851-3177 for more information.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-611-2046. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-611-2046. That's 800-611-2046. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Dave Baker here for Randall Brothers. You know, I talk to a lot of quality contractors and builders every week, and I ask them, how do you manage to get all the right materials delivered to your site? The answer is always Randall Brothers. Turns out, that's what Randall Brothers does. Make sure you have the right materials delivered to the right place, hassle-free. And they've been doing that for over 140 years. With the widest selection of quality building materials delivered to your build site with no hassle, it's no wonder Randall Brothers is trusted by the pros. See more at RandallBrothers.com.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Well, I'd love to bring Greg back in, but that music's telling us two things, Greg.
Yeah, I know it. I get it.
Shut the hell up. Not you. The music's telling me to shut the hell up, get the hell out. And we do what we're told around here.
You.
Shelley Winter's up next with a great radio show for you. We're going to come back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Do the fourth of 5 of these this week. You're all invited to join us. Until then, continue on your journey. Don't piss off the genie.
656, Trustdale.com, 24-hour traffic center. Watching that slow ride in DeKalb, 20 westbound from Panola Road over to where we've had trouble in the right lane before Wesley Chapel. Downtown, trying to improve. Some leftover volume, though. 75-85 southbound from 17th Street as you head down to I-20. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Money Update. From WSB consumer expert Clark Howard. Sponsored by Reliable Heating and Air.
Something that annoys me in the marketplace, you buy a piece of electronics, you have the hardware, but then it's dependent on the software that comes with it. And I keep hearing from people